Under the crisp Colorado sky in Greeley, the Montana State Bobcats roll into town chasing another Big Sky crown and a shot at the playoffs. November football is where the toughest stand tall, and the Cats know the road only gets colder from here. But Northern Colorado keeps climbing, building week by week, hungry to prove that progress comes with pride. On their home turf, with their home energy, a statement win is within reach. Cowboy grit meets Bear ambition, and something's bound to break. Big Sky action next on Scripps Saturday Showdown. An absolutely gorgeous day here in the Centennial State. Fall colors at their peak, and the Northern Colorado faithful are fired up, seeing continued growth from their Bears. But you know also fans have made the trek from Bozeman as their fourth-ranked Bobcats invade Greeley, looking to remain unbeaten in the conference and continue their hopeful trek to back-to-back Big Sky titles. Hi again, everyone. Ben Creighton, Ty Gregorak, Grace Lawrence also coming up in a couple minutes. And Ty, you say it every single year. The games they remember are played in November, and that definitely is going to be the case here in the final month of the regular season. 3 teams vying for a Big Sky crown.
You stole my line.
I had to, sorry.
But I like it. Yeah, I mean, you've got Montana State, who's chasing a high playoff seed. But this outfit here in Greeley, man, Coach Lamb is doing a great job. They are much improved. He's really building something. I love talking to him and just the way he's trying to build his program, man. They're turning a corner. They've got a lot of youth. I'd expect them to be very much in the mix next year. That being said, we've got 60 minutes of ball today. Well,
it starts today right here in Greeley, which currently houses the top wideout in the conference in Carver Cheeks.
I love this kid, man. He's leading the Big Sky in receiving yards at 804 and yards per game. Both of those are in the top 5 in the FCS. The young man out of Colorado Springs, man, I tell you, we talked about it in the studio hit, Ben. This secondary is going to have their work cut out for them. I'm excited to see how they're mixing and matching coverages. That being said, I love the way this kid plays, and he's a big-time target in this league.
He's been fantastic, and hard to believe he came into Greeley as a defensive back and made that transition during the offseason. And on the defensive side of the ball, Cam Chapa can absolutely fly to the football. You know you're dangerous when you're one of the top tacklers in the Big Sky as a safety.
And just a sophomore, that's the thing. I mean, he's tied for first on the team with 63 tackles, but what I love, Ben, is he's a ball hawk, man. 3 interceptions on the year. The sophomore out of Aurora, Colorado, he's been nothing but dynamic for this Bear defense.
And for the Bobcats, Brent Vegan has said Julius Davis and Adam Jones are making more and more guys miss as the season has gone on, both coming off huge performances on the ground.
Yeah, it's a two-headed monster, and they're basically taking turns having big days. You can see Adam Jones right here against Eastern Washington. The 2 of them combined have over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. You know, it's just kind of running back by committee right now. You know, they've both been dynamic. And last week, it was that guy's turn, Ben, in San Luis Obispo. 175 yards against the Mustangs in a career day.
Playing like he was back in 2023, according to Brent Vegan. And this defense continues to shut down opposing offenses. First in scoring defense, rushing D, and total yards, thanks to this trio.
Well, yeah, we're gonna highlight the top 3 tacklers led by that guy in Caden Dowler. Bryce Grieving right now, number 2 in tackles. They've been awesome, man. Sean Howe has got these guys dialed. They've got one of the stoutest, if not the most stout front 4 in all of FCS football. Again, they lead the Big Sky in the 4 major defensive categories. The first 2 being total defense and total defense and points per game, only giving up 11 against FCS opponents, Ben.
Yeah, that D-line extremely stout. And another guy on that D-line, a great talent in Kenneth Iden. And for more on him, we go down to Grace Lawrence. Hi, Grace.
Hi, guys. Yeah, Kenneth Iden is a part of an elite defense for Montana State. And when I asked Coach Vegan about that unit earlier this week, he gave me 2 words: consistency and hunger. They knew that they would play hard, but it's been key to find that reliability from the group this year. Going into Oregon week 1, they thought they were 14, 15 players deep to rotate, which includes the 11 starters. Now they play about 20 guys regularly, which is a credit to how quickly they built that depth. A shout out to Coach Howe and Coach Vegan, guys.
Yeah, no question about that, Grace. And Ty, you and I were able to chat with Montana State defensive line coach Nick Jean-Baptiste earlier this week, and that was the one big thing that he told us. the consistency from that D-line this year has just been so apparent, the biggest strength of that defense so far.
Yeah, consistency and depth. I mean, he's built a beautiful room, and obviously Sean Howe's been doing it now with that D-line over the last 4 or 5 years. But my goodness, not only are the front four dominant, but they're playing 8 guys, and the other 4 that are coming in, they're playing fantastic football. It's sure nice in that second and third level when the front level of defense is that good.
A brick wall for that Montana State D-line as we take a look at our Stockman Bank weather for today's game. 53 degrees. Definitely has warmed up as the hours have gone by. We got to the stadium this morning. It was chilly, but can't complain about the sunshine today. That look at today's weather, sponsored by Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Montana State won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Northern Colorado will get the ball to start this one. Again, a lot of improvement out of Ed Lamb's squad here in 2025. A lot of heartbreaking losses, but this is a squad they continue to build up inside the program. Not a lot of transfers. They're not going to go into the portal. A lot of homegrown talent here from the state of Colorado. And like I said, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, they're showing improvement as the season has gone on.
They are, and he's doing it the right way, Ben. I mean, it all starts with Colorado, with over 50% of his roster from right here in the Centennial State. The other, 15% of it's coming from California, but he's doing it the right way in that he's recruiting high school kids. He's mixing in some transfers, but not a heavy dose. I love what he's doing, and he's proven he can do it before. He did it at Southern Utah.
Luke Wooten will let it fly into the end zone for a touchback and a 25-yard line start coming up for Northern Colorado. And how about this story this year? Eric Gibson Jr. coming into Northern Colorado this year. Just a tremendous passer for this Northern Colorado offense.
Yes, he's been crazy. I mean, I know he started his career at LSU, but over 2,000 yards right now, second in the Big Sky and number 5 in FCS at 261 per. He's been very, very good.
Carver Cheeks, the man in motion. First play, they'll swing it out to him on the flat and decked immediately at the 20-yard line as Jace McMillan from that cornerback spot absolutely brings the wood.
Big time hit, just playing a little clouded coverage over there, and I think we put him as one of the impact players because he's going to have his work cut out for him in that secondary. Big time shot though, great open field tackle. Nice stop to get him second and long.
A loss of 2 right there for Northern Colorado. McMillan coming in with 17 tackles on the season. Now to the ground on the RPO. Gibson will take it himself and plows past the 25-yard line in the original line of scrimmage for a gain of 4. And like I said, well, you kind of nailed it, Ty.
Yeah, I was wrong though. But again, Meredith, McMillan, those guys in the secondary, Carr, they're going to have their work cut out for them. But I'm excited to watch Zach Nowatzki play. He's third on the team right now in tackles. And then Darryl Bryant, a man we're going to talk about today a lot because it's Military Appreciation Day. He served our country. He's a good football player. Excited to watch him play.
On third down, flag flies. Quick hitter to Carver Cheeks again, past the 30. And swarmed by a pair of Bobcats for a gain of 5. But again, Laundry on the field. Illegal formation on Northern Colorado. Greg Wilson, our white hat this afternoon here at Nottingham Field.
Yeah, you can't beat yourself right there on third and long. Coach Lamb's going to bring out his punt team.
They'll bring out Leo Blumentritt. Punted away. Taco Dowler back to return for Montana State. High booming punt there as Dowler will haul it from the 15. Evades a tackler, cuts up field, finds a window, still on his feet and gets tripped up past the 30. And a solid return for Taco Dowler.
This was a slippery little move by Taco because, the momentum is taking him backwards. Just that little spin right there at the end. Nice play by him and then getting, another 15, 20 yards out of it. Good return by Taco.
19-yard return there by Taco Dowler. So dangerous in that punt return game as the Montana State offense comes on the field for the first time this afternoon. led by Justin Lamson. Kind of a rough game last week against Cal Poly. Kind of hard to get into a rhythm. Not really a clean passing game in general. Had connection issues, according to Brent Vigen, was sped up. So looking to have a better performance today here in Greeley. 4 wide trips on the far side. And a bobbled snap. Lamson recovers and takes off with it, making something out of nothing, but showing the strength as he's able to trot for a gain of 11. 1 play, 1 first down.
This is what's so special about Lamson, though. You know, the loss of Tommy Mellott, you know, and these running quarterbacks over the last 7, 8, 9 years at MSU. This guy's been really good on his feet. You saw it right there, a muffed snap, and next thing you know, he gets 10 yards out of it. Great job by him.
Yeah, came in with 324 yards on the ground. Tough as nails in that running game. Going to the air, pocket collapsing, wide open. Dane Steele down the boundary as he's escorted out of bounds. 18-yard pickup there, and Montana State's offense quickly moving down the field.
Yeah, he comes from all the way from the other side, the Montana State side, if you will. Nice job, good clean pocket there, and you know, Dane Steele's having a heck of a season. This is a guy we keep talking about. There's some youth in that wide receiver room, and that guy's been really, really sharp.
Offensive coordinator Pete Sturbeck calling him Mr. Consistency back in the spring. On the rollout, the dump out this time to their tight end, Ryland Schlepp. Past the 35-yard line for a gain of 7.
Yeah, we got some laundry on the field, though, Ben. I'm excited to see what they do here. They brought Schlepp from the boundary side, just a little play-action boot out of it.
Roughing the passer on Northern Colorado. I would think he might have said 53.
I was just going to ask you. I can't hear the numbers.
I can't hear it either.
It's like a muffled. But anyway, though, that's a bad penalty right there, because you got a positive gaining yardage there to Schlepp. Tack on 15. Next thing you know, you're sitting down in the red zone. 3-4 plays later, good opening drive by Montana State.
Already in the ABA red zone. Play fake, Lamson with an eternity on the slant. Dane Steele makes the squeeze. At around the 5-yard line, taken down by a pair of Northern Colorado Bears for 14.
It's really a nice route here by Taco Dowler. You can see him right there, and they're just gonna run hard on that inside slant. Kind of got Frankie Morales there at the strong safety position on little ankles. Good sharp route by Taco Dowler. And this is a fascinating formation right here, Ben, I was gonna say, you got so many guys lined up in the backfield. Now they go Wildcat. Adam Jones on the direct snap. Cutting upfield as he finds a hole. And trucks forward for a gain of 2. It's that early chess match, Ben. You know, they're gonna start in a funky formation, see how the defense is gonna align. They get back into a normal tray, 12 personnel set there, give it to Adam Jones, they're knocking on the door.
You know, you said just marching down the field. On offense, Montana State, very effective, 26 of 29. And 72% of them have gotten into the end zone. Tight end movement, the pitch, Rocky Lencioni turns the corner and easily scoots into the blue turf. Touchdown, Montana State.
The Italian Stallion, Ben, they went 13 personnel, 1 back, 3 tight ends, and basically a little shovel, a little tight end slip screen here in the backfield. I love it. What a call. Great perimeter blocking there by his homies in the tight end room. Touchdown, Cats.
Lencioni's 4th touchdown of the season. Has really broken out the last couple of weeks. Miles Senstead now on for the PAT. And bangs it right through. Well, Brent Vigen said last week the Bobcat offense a little methodical. Definitely not the case on their opening drive today here in Greeley, as Lencioni finds the end zone.
Today's game is sponsored by Town Pump.
Let's go! Let's go!
family fun seekers? Looking for a city filled with things to do? Greeley's got it. Pedal our miles of bike paths, explore our interactive link library, grab fresh goodies at the farmer's market, and see who wins at the Funplex Putt-Putt course. Our Discovery Bay is part exciting water park, part dinosaur history. And Island Grove is 155 acres of scenic Colorado to play in. Any age, any interests. When you're looking for a good time, Greeley's got it. Learn more at visitgreeley.com.
Northern Colorado men's basketball returns to the court for the 2025 season. Be a part of the action and help the Bears defend the Den. Season tickets are now on sale as the Bears defend the Big Sky Conference regular season title. Purchase tickets online by visiting uncbears.com/tickets. Remember, this is Bear Country. Go Bears.
Today's game is sponsored by Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, Town Pump, Pump It Up, Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, your Montana Chevy dealers, and the University of Montana. Build your skills the Montana way.
And again, the tight end's just so effective for Montana State this season. Not only in blocking, but hauling in those touchdown passes. You see it once again from Rocky Lencioni, who took it in. 6 plays, 54 yards on that drive from Montana State as it goes back into the end zone. As we take a look once again at that TD from the tight end from Bozeman, Ty.
Well, I love it. I was actually talking to offensive assistant Sean Chambers, and everybody in Bobcat Nation knows that name. He's working with the wide receivers now, and I said, hey, man, you keep getting these tight ends involved, and they're scoring touchdowns. What do you think about a little tight end shovel screen? He goes, hey, Gregorak, we got it. We're just waiting for the right look to do it, and sure enough, they did it and did it well.
Let's go down to Grace Lawrence.
Yeah, Ben, there's 4 Bozeman tight ends on the team. If you count Rocky, who just scored that touchdown, Vegan credits all these players. They're multi-sport athletes for both Bozeman and Gallatin. That's been key in their athleticism and their ball skills, guys.
Brandon Johnson getting the call, able to break away from a couple tackles, still churning, and gets close to the 40-yard line. Brandon Johnson, the leading rusher last week in that loss to UC Davis, with a 14-yard scoot and a first down for the Bears.
This is a great run by Johnson here. He initially makes Caden Gray miss right there, and you can see the great backside effort here by Bryce Grebe. You can see him coming at the end there, right there. He's trying to club punch Rip, didn't get the ball out, but what a great run by that young man. First down, Bears.
And this Northern Colorado coaching staff really raving to us earlier this week about Johnson. Great slashing ability, making guys miss in the open field, and on full display right there. New set of downs, 4 wide. Gibson, that ball tipped, but still finds Carver Cheeks. Nope, incomplete. It looked like it was knocked away. As we take a look at the MMA fan zone, as we have an injured Northern Colorado Bear. Fans want to make sure to send in your submissions to the MMA fan zone, whether it's in Bozeman or right here in the state of Colorado. We'll highlight some of our favorites coming up later in the game. We'll take a break. Injured Bear down on the field.
Montana doesn't try to be anything but itself. Never has. The rivers keep running steady as ever. The mountains stand tall. And the sky, well, it never learned how to be small. People come here looking for something. Maybe quiet, maybe a good story. But just a reason to take the long way. Whatever it is, they find it. Find your Montana moment.
Hi, I'm looking for a container for my Gold Rush chili for this weekend's tailgate.
Customer needs us up front.
48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough.
The power of we is all for one. It's all for you. It's always there for you. It completes your circle. It says you've got a team even when you're out there alone. And with Intermountain Health in your circle, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Carver Cheeks, the injured Bear, is thankfully he was able to walk off under his own power. You see Ed Lamb right there, his 3rd season here in Greeley, and like I mentioned before, you could see the growth in this program. He told us earlier this week he didn't take the job for the record. He made it known during his interview Northern Colorado could not compete for portal players. We're going to get the 3rd, 4th, 5th choice kids that hail from the state of Colorado, and you can just see all the players buying in as that one is incomplete, intended for their tight end and Charles Garrison. That'll bring up 3rd down. Seth Johnson in coverage.
Good tight coverage there by Seth Johnson. But yeah, going back to Ed Lamb, man, I mean, he jokingly, not joke, he said, hey, my record doesn't look good here. Frankly, it didn't look good at Southern Utah either, but they gave him time to develop his program, and they ended up winning a Big Sky championship out of it and became a very competitive football team, you know. I said in the open, or maybe in the studio hit, he's recruiting high school kids and developing them, and I love that approach.
On 3rd down and 10, Gibson just dumping it out onto the far side. Going to Gwynn, gain of 3, but that'll bring up a 4th down for Northern Colorado.
Again, I love the way this Cat secondary is attacking the line of scrimmage. I mean, they're just getting shot out of rockets right now, going up and making open field tackles. Again, Seth Johnson, again, we called his name a couple times on that drive. Nice job by him, bring out the punt team.
As Taco Dowler awaits. Already with a solid 19-yard return. They bring the pressure. This time, this one will take a favorable Northern Colorado bounce inside the 10. As the Bobcats will start deep from their own territory. 50-yard punt. But the defense, once again, getting it done for Montana State. The top unit in the Big Sky gets the ball back.
Let's go! Let's go!
Hello, family fun seekers. Looking for a city filled with things to do? Greeley's got it. Pedal our miles of bike paths, explore our interactive link library, grab fresh goodies at the farmer's market, and see who wins at the Funplex Putt-Putt course. Our Discovery Bay is part exciting water park, part dinosaur history, and Island Grove is 155 acres of scenic Colorado to play in. Any age, any interests. When you're looking for a good time, Greeley's got it. Learn more at visitgreeley.com.
Northern Colorado women's basketball returns to the court for the 2025 season. Be a part of the action and help the Bears defend the Den. Season tickets are now on sale for what promises to be an exciting season. Purchase tickets online by visiting uncbears.com/tickets. Remember, this is Bear Country. Go Bears. Northern Colorado Wrestling returns to the mat for the 2025 season. Be a part of the action and help the Bears defend the Den. Season tickets are now on sale for what promises to be an exciting season. Purchase tickets online by visiting uncbears.com/tickets. Remember, this is Bear Country. Go Bears.
Time to check in with this week's Williams Plumbing and Heating poll. And our question this week, at the midpoint of the conference season, who has been the Big Sky offensive MVP? Eli Gilman, Justin Lamson, Caden Pinnock, Michael Wortham. I mean, you got some tremendous candidates right there. I'll tell you what, Pinnock, obviously, in terms of freshman of the year, he's definitely running away with it right now for sure.
You got an opinion on it there, Creighton, that you're willing to say out loud?
Well, like I said, I mean, Michael Wortham's having a tremendous year in Missoula. Justin Lamson, obviously a tremendous get in Bozeman. A lot of great candidates. On the first play of this drive, absolutely stuffed as they go to Julius Davis. No gain there.
If I was a betting guy, Ben, and I am, I tell you what, that Wortham kid's having a heck of a year.
He really is, man.
He's one of the most dynamic players in all the land. We got another, looks like another Bear on the ground.
Yeah, Levi Little at that nose guard spot, shaken up. I mean, Wortham.
Guy's special.
He really is.
He is special. I mean, all those guys are deserving, and there's still a lot of football left. But my goodness, he is, he's different level. Good get for Coach Hauk and co. Hope big Levi Little there out of Clovis, California is doing okay. He's been a productive guy for him.
And the transfer out of Fresno City College. And this was a big thing Ed Lamb said earlier this week. You go back to that game last week against UC Davis. They got down 14 or 24-0 early on. A lot of miscues, mistakes, got into the hole early. And you can't really do that against top 10 opponents like UC Davis, or in this case, Montana State.
Well, you look at what they've done this year. I mean, their losses, I mean, most of them have been very competitive. I mean, they've been in games. They just got to learn to win, find ways to win, but learn how to win.
Lamson from his end zone. Lets it rip down the boundary, incomplete. Incomplete intended for Taco Dowler. And now a word from the Montana Boat Center.
Football season, boating season. You can plan for one while enjoying the other. Order your new dream boat now. Montana Boat Center.
Well, Brent Vigen said after that Cal Poly game, we didn't make any big plays in the passing game. Tried for fireworks there. Now 3rd and 10.
Yeah, just overshot him a little bit. I thought that corner did a good job of just rerouting him just a little bit to make it a tough throw and catch.
Yeah, impressive 49% on 3rd downs. Montana State reaching for the sky, Dane Steele, but that'll bring up a 4th down as Frankie Morales escorted him out of bounds.
Really nice job by defensive coordinator Preston Hadley's unit right there. Montana State, you know, probably not as juggernaut-esque as they were a year ago, but still very, very productive offensively this season. That's a good stop for him early in this game. Hopefully that Bear offense can get something a little bit going. You know, I was thinking it earlier, you know, when are we going to see someone try to establish a run game against this stout Cat D? You know, are they going to try to get the run game going? It's a nice run by Johnson, but they got to get something going now. Keep their defense off the field.
Luke Wooten will call fair catch. 40-yard punt there. And Ty, like we talked about in the open, final month of the regular season. This is going to be a fun final couple of weeks as you take a look at the Big Sky standings. Obviously a fun one last night, a crazy one last night in the walk-up Sky Dome, but you look at Montana, Davis, Montana State. It's going to be a fun race for that Big Sky title.
It is, but you know, I kind of checked them off right there because as everyone saw last night's game with Idaho going to flag and getting the win, this is going to be a 3 playoff league this year. It's been a 4 and 5 for years now. Not this year. It's only going to be 3, and it's probably those 3 we just checked off there.
Braylon Monroe, the man in motion for UNC. 1st down. Play action. Gibson able to get it off. And a one-handed grab there by Justin Gwynn.
It's a really nice job by Gwynn catching the ball. But my goodness, great job getting the ball out of Gibson's hand here. I mean, that pressure's coming. You can see Dom Solano getting pressure. Solano had a nice game last game. You know, he's really come into his own. We were talking to Coach Baptiste, like you said. He just said he's earned the trust in the room there.
Well, like Grace mentioned, that's a D-line group that wants to go 8, 9, 10 deep. And building that depth is going to be so crucial heading into the final month of the regular season and into the FCS playoffs. On the slant, on the far side, weaving his way through. Getting into plus territory. And a gain of 11.
That's our guy, Cheeks. I tell you what, Northern Colorado's got one of the all-name rosters in the Big Sky, man. They've got a Butts, they've got a Cheeks, and they got a Bacon, Ben.
I personally like Bacon.
I do too. Big Jack Bacon, you can see him on the field right now. That big right tackle, 6'6", 305. Big Jack Bacon got him back last week. He'd been injured for a couple.
As you look at so many playmakers offensively for Northern Colorado. Third down, another quick hitter, incomplete.
Big play, Tay. Good tight coverage, got that left arm in there right there at the end to deflect the football. Nice PBU by him.
It seemed like Ed Lamb kind of had to think about it for a second, but they'll bring out the punt unit on 4th and 3.
Well, they're on their own side of the field, but you're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. It's 4th and just enough.
Dowler will let it fly. And again, another favorable Bears bounce. Pinned very deep, 46-yard punt there. So far, a good afternoon by Leo Blumentritt.
Well, after those last 2 punts, and I know it's early in the game, but if there's a player of the game right now for Northern Colorado, it's that kid. Big Leo, the punter's doing a nice job. That's 2 inside the 10. Put a good offense like that, as a defensive coordinator, one of the best weapons you can have is a great punter to flip the field that way. Nice start by that young man.
Well, that's what you get when you have one of the best punters in the FCS. 21st nationally, 2nd in the Big Sky, averaging 43 yards per punt. And like you said, definitely a standout so far here in the first quarter as Montana State all the way back at their 1. I was going to say the play clock was running down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and that's Justin Lamps. Justin, can't have a delay a game coming off the sideline. I know you're way, way, way deep in your own territory. Understand the situation, get the play call and go. They're in 12 personnel right now. They're going to balance 2-by-2 look with each tight end on each side. But that quarterback's got to be very cognizant of the clock.
I mean, you're as far back as you can get.
They are. They're on like the half-inch line.
You don't hear that a whole lot. They'll go to the ground game and swallowed up. Getting right back to the original line of scrimmage, Julius Davis. As Aiden Merrihew was able to wrap him up.
Yeah, again, one would think they just try to keep getting the ball out a little bit. As a defensive coordinator, this is one of those areas where you're telling those DBs, hey, be on high alert for take a shot right here. Because you're assuming they're just going to try to keep, inching out of their own end zone here. Just be alert as a defensive guy to watch a deep ball.
Lamson this time, still looking, will use his feet again. And pushed out of bounds.
Number 8, Justin Lamson, the ball carrier.
Gain of 8 there for Lamson.
This is great sideline to sideline pursuit here by 42. You can see the good middle linebacker right here, Zach Nowatzki. Went on a 2-year mission. He's kind of one of the older dogs on this team. Came into the game with 45 tackles. Nice sideline to sideline pursuit by him.
On 3rd down and 2, bunched up on the line, Montana State from the eye. Nothing going. No gain there as that D line for Northern Colorado holds to force 4th down.
Great job by the Bears, man. defensive line coach Aaron Fernandez. Those guys are matching up really nicely against this Cat offensive line. Nice job by them. Bring out the punt team again, and they're going to get their foot on the football on their own side of the field.
Playing that gap control defense, as Ed Lamb told us earlier this week. Looking to improve, stopping the run. And boy, did they ever on that drive. Wooten. And this time takes a favorable Northern Colorado bounce. 42 yards on that punt. But this Montana State defense, again, number 1 in the Big Sky this season. I mean, just look at the numbers from the last 5 games. Just under 9 points per game. You want to go with another stat? Only allowing 51 total points in the last 6.
Ben, yeah, I mean, the points are incredible. But when you're averaging 70+% success rates on 3rd down, that's going to win you a lot of football games.
Gibson being chased by Kenneth Iden, and the Bozeman product rips him down from behind.
Yeah, this is great coverage, Ben, because his first look was his dude, Cheeks there. Good tight coverage. He couldn't pull the trigger right away, and next thing you know, Bozeman, Montana's Kenny Idens chase him down from the back there, and you get him to 2nd and 15.
Loss of 4 there.
Quarterback's doing a check with me. If you're a defensive player right now, you're alert. Screen and draw.
Matthias Price in at running back for Northern Colorado on the slant, right up the 50. That one complete. Braden Monroe, 6-yard gain.
Absolutely, and it's a good throw and catch, just a quick slant, but again, tight coverage by Seth Johnson. Seth Johnson, we've called his name now multiple times. Really nice start by that defensive secondary for the Cats. Coach Brian Shepard's got his boys hitting and tackling, running.
Gibson so far 6 of 9 through the air here in the first quarter. This time Wooten laid out again. This time Carson Williams, who's really breaking out this year, loss of 2, forces 4th down.
You know, a lot of this though has got to be put on Gibson. I mean, he's kind of hanged his receivers out to dry a little bit now. I mean, but I'll say it again. Those secondary, those defensive backs for MSU have come to pop. They're popping.
Like I mentioned, Carson Williams, a playmaker continuing to be more and more consistent, according to Brent Vegan. Forcing another Bears punt. And Dowler, fair catch at the 16. And some extra pushing and shoving after the whistle. So now the Bobcat offense right back on the field. And I want to ask you more about that secondary, because there were so many questions coming into this season for Montana State. The youth, the amount of talent that they lost. What has this young Montana State secondary done well that has kind of shut down the early doubts coming into the season?
Well, yeah, they've grown up a lot. I mean, they're not youngsters anymore. I love the addition of cornerback coach Trenton Green. You know, we talked to him weeks ago now, but just the mentality and the attitude and that dogness that he's brought, man, I love it. They're playing well.
Julius Davis getting the call. Trying to dance around a couple tackles. Gain of 2 there from Julius Davis.
Well, it starts up front. It's a great job by the D-line, but again, middle linebacker 42, Nowatzki there with the finish. You know, that first drive they're going to look at and coach them up obviously tomorrow on all the things they could have done that ended up in that tight end shovel screen. But since then, this Bear defense has been pretty stout.
Against a Montana State rushing attack right now. 2nd in the Big Sky, 7th in the FCS at 234 yards per game. To the air, wide open on the near side. Dane Steele will get pushed out of bounds. And again, some more pushing and shoving after the whistle as LaDavion Osborne pushed him out for a gain of 12.
Yeah, a little extracurricular at the end. Again, let's get Lamson comfortable, right? Just high percentage throws, quick hitch. That is good young receiver core. do the rest there with Dane Steele. We've already called his name a couple times. You got trips into the boundary here, kind of an interesting formation.
Julius Davis breaking through, tries to hurdle another man. You know, Brett Vegan said he kind of gets scared when he does that, but it's awesome to watch as we get another flag. Right now it stands a 9-yard gain.
I think it's going to be big JT Rigg there at the center position. They're going to get him with the hold and kind of tackle the old suplex there.
Good first down.
Did you get a number?
No, I did not.
Well, that's probably because I was talking too much, but you know what? I can't hear him up here anyway, so. But I think I was right.
Well, no matter who it's on, Montana State will be backed up.
Yeah, first and forever.
Going to the sweep, Taco Dollar hesitates, trying to turn the corner and bust down the edge, knocked out of bounds. 7 yards there.
Yeah, nice perimeter blocking here. You know, Taco's so dynamic. They're getting chippy. there's some late stuff going on. There's some talking going on.
And now you got a two-back set here on 2nd and 11.
This was their formation last week against Pauley. Oh, they're changing.
Yep, Davis will leak out. Lamson over the middle, wide open. Dane Steele momentarily lost the football, able to regain possession. And Dane Steele, a big target so far this afternoon, gain of 9.
Yeah, good throw and catch, and I love the finish here by Cam Chappa. We've talked about him. You know, he's been very productive. 3 interceptions on the year, and just a young player out of Aurora, Colorado.
Leading the Big Sky 6th nationally at 5.5 solo tackles per game. And yeah, this Northern Colorado coaching staff telling us gained over 15 pounds in the offseason, which has really helped them wrap up opposing offensive playmakers a lot more as we get whistles.
The on-field ruling of a completed pass is under further review.
Okay.
So they'll go back and take a look at Dane Steele's catch.
I'm only curious because how many steps does he have to take with the ball in his hand to make sure that it is in fact a catch?
Well, like I said, he's been a big target so far. Already 5 catches, 44 yards for Dane Steele.
All right, so. Well, okay. You know, from that angle, I guess I get why they're reviewing it.
Well, the question just becomes, how long did he maintain possession before that ball came out?
You know, initially I thought he had possession, and then Chappa jarred it out at the end. What a beautiful day down here, Ben.
It really is. I'm thankful the sun is now overhead, because when we got here, the sun, I thought we were going to have to pull out the shades.
No doubt.
Or I was going to get a sunburn on my face.
Over 300 days of sun in beautiful Colorado. You got Boulder, my alma mater, just to the south. You got the big game tonight versus Arizona. Just to the north of us, you've got the coachless Rams, not the Bighorns, Ben, not the Bighorns. They're the Rams, looking for a coach right now. We talked about it last week a little bit. Are they going to get?
Never maintain control to complete the catch. Therefore, by rule, that is an incomplete pass. Ball will be placed at the previous spot. 2nd down.
Well, I stand to be corrected.
So now a 3rd down.
Yeah, Dane Steele's had a nice start to this game. He's just got to catch the ball clean. He's got to snatch it like a lab, man, going up for a frisbee. Just go snatch the ball and tuck it away.
Oh for 2 so far today on 3rd downs, Montana State. Chris Long, the man in motion. Over the middle, Jabez Woods on the haul. And gets decked, stays on his feet with the extra effort, and picks up a 1st down for the Bobcats.
Zone coverage, it's a great job by his homies in that wide receiver room, kind of clearing out the defense, just running a drag route over the middle here. Takes a shot at the end, but you know, for a young kid, he's tough. He's athletic as heck. That's a great job by him in that Cat offense. First down.
That 14-yard pickup will take us to the end of the first quarter here in Greeley. A 7-0 lead for the number 4 team in the land. A lot of defense on display so far here at Nottingham Field. Quarter number 2 coming up next.
Basketball fans, Starch Madness is back, returning to downtown Boise in Idaho Central Arena this March 7th to 11th. Experience Boise's vibrant downtown with walkable restaurants, hotels, and championship basketball. Make your travel plans today at visitboise.com or by scanning this QR code. March starts in Boise.
As the sun rises over the Rocky Mountains on a new era, we stand on a foundation etched in stone. Built on the backs of legends, All-Americans, and national champions, we've made our mark not only in the West, but across the nation and the globe. Through perseverance and commitment to a world-class student-athlete experience, we've set ourselves apart from our peers as an untraveled road lies ahead. We are the Big Sky Conference, where experience is elevated.
In the heart of Montana's untamed wilderness, a legend is brewing. Jeremiah Johnson Brewing, the official beer of the Big Sky Conference. Brewed with the rugged spirit of the West. Jeremiah Johnson is simply a world-class, straightforward, no-nonsense beer. Do well.
The secret to happiness is discovering your spot. It could be over the mountain or deep beneath the stream. In a quiet place, in a wild place. The question is, where does your spot take you? Pocatello. Life is good here.
We never set out to be the largest casino resort in the Pacific Northwest. We just wanted to be the best. But we forgot that being the best means more guests wanting more action, more jackpots, more big-name entertainment, more pedicures. Well, more everything. Until one day, you look up and realize, we need a new hotel tower. The new River Tower, to be exact. Northern Quest in Spokane, Washington. Now the largest. And yes, still the best.
Today's game is sponsored by Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, Town Pump, Pump It Up, Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, your Montana Chevy dealers, and the University of Montana. Build your skills the Montana way.
Always love the fall colors. Great time of the year. The UNC band looking for the Bears to get a stop. First down for Montana State as we start quarter number 2. Right now for Montana State, 106 yards so far as Ryland Schlepp motions for the Bobcats. Hand off Julius Davis again. And again, just continuing to truck as we go down to Grace Lawrence once again.
Today is military appreciation game for UNC, and Coach Ed Lamb says it just means a little more for this program because they have a veteran on their team, defensive back Darrell Bryant Jr. He went to JMU, then served as an infantry team leader in the U.S. Army from 2020 to 2023. The team has so much respect for him and his journey, guys.
Yeah, that was a cool scene before the game, being one of the flag bearers before the national anthem. Taco Dowler motions, again going to Julius Davis. He'll be stopped short of the first down marker, but I mean, just a tremendous story from Grace Lawrence right there. Right now attending Northern Colorado on the GI Bill. Even said military was kind of a backup option for him if football didn't go well. Didn't play a whole lot of James Madison, but here he is playing football, and obviously a salute to him for sure for his service as we have another injured Bear down on the field. We'll take a break and come back with an update.
This is our home, where the skies are big and the roots run deep, where the cattle come first and the land is our livelihood. It's a new calf and an old horse, dirt roads and clean living. Now, like it's always been, Western Ranch Supply, serving the big country.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air.
Let your local Carrier heating and air conditioning dealer help you improve your home comfort. Go to CarrierNorthwest.com to find the Carrier dealer nearest you.
Hi, I'm looking for a container for my Gold Rush chili for this weekend's tailgate.
Customer needs this up front.
Here we go, Fan Zone time with the Marsh McLennan Agency. Check out today's featured fans. And once again, always a big thank you to all of you for sending in these awesome photos. I'm trying to think, is that out in the cornfield? I think so. Obviously, you got some pictures with Champ. You got the doggo sporting the hat.
Oh, there's a picture of a dog, Ben. You're so happy. It's made your day.
Of course it does. 12 personnel, play fake. Lamson. He wants to show off the arm. Way downfield. He's got a man inside the red zone. What a completion and a first down for Montana State. Ryan King with the squeeze. 46 yards.
You said he wanted to show off the arm, but he really didn't. He needs to just throw this thing even a little bit earlier because he's so wide open the whole time. That thing, he had him beat like a drum right there. I mean, look at it. Throw the ball now so that it's not underthrown, and this thing is in the blue part of the field and not the green, Benny.
Now in the pistol, first and goal. Lamson up the gut. And gets sticked. We go back to that big connection once again, Ty.
Yeah, I mean, they went big personnel, you know, so maybe as a defender you're thinking, you know, that split zone that's been so good, but again, he got to air out that football and hit him in stride.
Also, Brent Vigen has said multiple times, they're still trying to get Ryan King into the end zone for the first time.
King's been doing a lot of great things, though, kind of behind the scenes. His perimeter blocking connects.
Lamson again on the keeper. And stuffed up as they continue to try to march their way into the end zone. Back down to Grace Lawrence.
Yeah, Ben, this is Ryan King's third spot. He's also played at Georgia Tech and Eastern Carolina. Wide receivers coach Sam Mick says he plays extremely hard for a receiver. He knows what it takes to win. Vigen thinks he's hitting his stride. He's found joy again, especially because he had an off-season shoulder injury that required surgery, guys.
A big body on the reverse and swallowed up. Going to Jacob Trimble. But that DN, Ezra Ekuba, able to swallow him up to force fourth down.
Absolutely, the junior out of Parker, Colorado, you can see he just keeps his shoulders square. He's kind of just shimmying down the line of scrimmage as it moves. Great job by him. Came into the game with 36 tackles, but more importantly, 7 tackles for loss and another one right there. Tried a little trickeration, and Montana State's going to be kicking themselves after that big explosive play that they're having to settle for hopefully 3 here.
A 26-yard attempt here for Miles Sandstead. And he knocks it right through. And now a 10-0 lead for number 4, Montana State. Yeah, Ezra Ekuba definitely learning from the best. His dad, who played in the NFL for 9 seasons. But a big throw and catch from Lamson to King, but only 3 points on the board for the Bobcats.
Today's game is sponsored by Stockman Bank.
What you put in determines what you get out. This is true for sports. You've got to be willing to do the hard work. There are no shortcuts. That also holds true for how you fuel your body. At Jam Bar, we take pride in only putting the cleanest whole foods in our organic energy bars. No fad diets, no false promises. Just healthy ingredients to power your performance. Jam Bar, the official energy bar at the Big Sky Conference.
We focus on youth sports because we truly believe that youth are the foundation of Montana's future. I think nothing improves your mental health and well-being and your physical health and well-being than being outside, active, talking to other people, and socializing in an environment like that. Learning teamwork, learning leadership skills, resiliency. As a company, we're deeply invested in our communities, not just our members.
Ty, we take a look once again at that beautiful connection from Justin Lamson to Ryan King to get in the red zone.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to kind of draw on it, but we're having some technical issues. You can see right there, he's so beat. He is so beat, and Justin kind of holds the ball a little longer. He airs that thing out just a little earlier. That thing's 6 points and not 3. Really wanted to draw on that, Ben. We got issues.
I know
with the telling.
I know you're disappoined you don't get arts and crafts time.
Uh-oh, we got an issue right here.
Yeah, ball still on the turf, but able to be picked up by Luke Wooten. He was taken down not too long after picking up that football. So still a goose egg on the scoreboard for Northern Colorado and their offense. And you look at the stats. Well, first we'll take a look at defense, actually, for Montana State. I mean, they have continued to swallow up this Northern Colorado offense.
Well, this is what UNC's offense has done thus far, Ben. 1 first down, 27 total yards, and 0 of 4 on third. Again, the player of the game right now, the dang punter, who's averaging 47 and 2 inside the 10. Great job by Sean Howe's unit.
Trying to bounce to the outside, Peter Costelli. And how about this? Got injured in the season opener and making his return today. Gain of 3 right there. You look at the first 4 drives for Northern Colorado.
But okay, yeah, everyone's gonna be like, oh, 4 punts, but look at 3 plays, 4 plays, 3 plays, 3 plays. And who I'm gonna give a massive shout out to is that UNC defense, because they've been on the field a lot. You know, I mean, I know it's 10-0, but 10 points against this offense, it's a good job by them thus far.
And swallowed up immediately. Handing it off to Rocco Traore. Loss of 5 there.
The big boys up front, man. There he is, Alec Eckert, the Washington State transfer. Love these two interior dudes in Paul Brott and Alec Eckert. You can see good shots of them right there. And you play like that, here's what's going to happen. You're going to bring out your cheetah package, your speed rushers with Parsons, Solano, Zach Cruz, Kenny Iden, and they're going to pin their ears back and hunt.
Gibson back in on 3rd and 12. To the ground game again. Traore. Now bring up a 4th down once again for Northern Colorado. And now a word from the Jewelry Design Center.
More choices. We are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life. Come see us in Missoula, on Brooks, across from the Montana Club.
No answers for that Northern Colorado offense going up against that Montana State defense. As they shift formations here on 4th and 6. Scraping the blue sky as that will go out of bounds. Again, suffocating defense from the Bobcats.
Here we go! USC! Let's go!
Montana doesn't try to be anything but itself. Never has. The rivers keep running steady as ever. The mountains stand tall. And the sky, well, it never learned how to be small. People come here looking for something. Maybe quiet, maybe a good story. But just a reason to take the long way. Whatever it is, they find it. Find your Montana moment.
In the Gallatin Valley, we believe in hard work, innovation, and looking out for one another. This valley is built on people who show up for their families, neighbors, and community. At Rocky Mountain Credit Union, we're more than a financial institution. We're your partner. Whether you're buying your first home, building a business, or saving for what's next, we're here for the journey. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, your partner, your future, your credit union. We are RMCU.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough.
Let's make sure your customers' data isn't on the menu. FR Secure, security experts on a mission. Learn how to protect your business at frsecure.com.
The second most wins in Montana State history. Brent Vigen, the head man out in Bozeman, the fastest Big Sky coach to 50 wins. And for his QB1 today, Justin Lamson, so far with a solid start, 8 of 10 so far for QB1.
Well, he definitely looks sharper than he did a week ago. I mean, it's not like he was bad. I thought Cal Poly's defense did a nice job of kind of changing up coverages and just making him uncomfortable enough. But he's been good. You know, again, not to pour salt on it, but just sling that ball a little earlier, and that thing's a touchdown.
Here's Adam Jones getting the carry. Shoestring tackle. And picks up a first down, a gain of 11 there by Adam Jones.
Yeah, good job by the front. Good finish by the young man out of Missoula, Montana. He sees that hole right there. First initial tackler is a miss. Move the chains. Montana State, nice run by Adam Jones.
Now to the air. Clean pocket, Lamson will take off, use the legs again. Into Northern Colorado territory. An 8-yard scoot there by Lamson, and he's slow to get up.
Well, you know, I mean, I hope he's okay. It's only a matter of time, man. I mean, again, you always call him QB1. You have to learn to protect your body, man. 8 of 10, 121, that's fantastic. Great open field tackle here by Frankie Morales coming out of that safety position. It almost, it looks, knee, ankle-ish, but I mean, he's not afraid to throw his body around. He's just got to be smart too. You are the starting quarterback.
On 2nd and 3. Now to Adam Jones, short of the first down marker. Because that's a talking point that you and I kind of talked about this week, talking about Justin Lamson. You go back to a year ago with Tommy Millott and all the Montana State coaches saying, hey, we want to utilize him in the run game, but we also want to preserve him to make sure that he's durable throughout the season. How do you get that same kind of production as well out of Justin Lamson to make sure that he's still good to go while using his ability to take off and scoot?
Yeah, I think there's a time and a place where you absolutely fight for that extra yard. That was an example right there. You've already got a good positive play. Maybe just learn to slide. I love these big, multiple tight end formations we're seeing here.
Yeah, 2 tight ends in. Adam Jones gets tripped up and a flag thrown.
Other than that positive yardage fly sweep by Taco Dowler, these perimeter type run plays really aren't working.
Holding, offense number 88. That play to be declined. 4th down.
Rylan Schlepp, the guilty party.
And we're going to see it right here. I don't know if the telly's working or not, but you can see they're in kind of that power pair formation right there. He just gets enough of that jersey. And that first initial defender was the one that bubbled the play and really made the play. I like what you see. I like what UNC's defense is doing. I mean, they haven't been perfect, but they're playing really pretty good and getting MSU into more punting formations than I think they thought they'd be able to get in the first half.
Well, they came into this game #1 in the Big Sky in pass defense, but 11th in rushing defense. So you talk about a solid afternoon so far for Ed Lamb's defense. As the play clock hits 0.
Play game, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th
and you can see Rocky Lencioni down on the field absolutely furious with that special teams unit.
Well, yeah, there was a miscommunication. You can see a good shot of Coach Marcus Monaco right there. They were missing a player, had to get a player in late. Kind of got to get that cleaned up. I was talking to him last week after the ball game, Coach Monaco that is. I said, hey man, that play by Froker, getting the ball down, that high snap, and that field goal right before half, that was one of the plays of the game.
This is also a Montana State bunch who, after starting the season, fantastic in terms of limiting penalties. It's kind of dipped a little bit over the last 3 games. Fair catch called. 47-yard punt there. And obviously one of the big pieces of news this week surrounding Montana State, the master plan to renovate a brand new Bobcat Stadium. I mean, that looks nice, man. I mean, look at all the new additions. You can't forget about the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse as well. New additions to a bunch of athletic facilities out in Bozeman.
Money, money, money. They just keep spending, Ben. $16 million on the new football-only facility. You've got $27 million put in there at the indoor. They're going to spend millions more on that one. Then you can just see the attendance. I've heard whispers of around 25, 26,000 with the addition. We'll see.
And that immediately Brandon Johnson.
And who else, Ben? Seth Johnson. My goodness, he's either playing a clouded corner position or that I don't think it was a corner blitz, but my goodness, he read that fast, and I love the way he is sticking off offenders today. Good job by those DBs.
No gain there. Up the middle, nothing going. Only a gain of 1 there, 3rd down.
Another one of those depth players right there. A good shot of Talon Marsh. Called his name multiple times last week. He's the first in on the pop. Big redshirt sophomore out of Helena, Montana, state capital. Capital High School, by the way.
Oh, and 5 on 3rd down so far for Northern Colorado. Monroe, the motion man. Pressure coming, Gibson lets it fly. Incomplete as he underthrows Carver Cheeks, 4th down.
Great tight coverage. You know, Northern Colorado doesn't get sacked a lot, Ben. You know, they've only had 8 sacks on the season. This ball still got out quickly, but the D-line, that cheetah package, did just enough that made Gibson get the ball out of his hand quickly and had to underthrow. And sure enough, bring out the punt team.
Only 32 total yards for Northern Colorado. Fair catch by Dowler at the 45. On a 45-yard punt. I mean, we really got a lot of news this week in terms of the Big Sky. Of course, the 2026 schedule released. And you look at Montana State going to Utah Tech, one of the newest members of the conference to start off the 2026 campaign, hosting Northern Arizona, back to Eastern Washington, and at Idaho, some of the key games next year for Montana State.
Yeah, new member there to start. I'm sure it'll be late at night. The one I'm interested in is that Nevada game, the Fighting Chotes on the road in Reno, the biggest little city in the world.
Play fake, incomplete. Trying to go to Dane Steele, LaDavion Osborne there on the coverage.
Really good coverage by LaDavion Osborne here. You can see it right here, just a quick slant. Well, I guess we're not going to see it. Well, maybe we are. Yeah, my telestrator's all jacked up here, Ben, but good tight coverage, like you said, by Osborne there.
The senior out of Tyler, Texas. And now trips on the far side for Montana State, 2nd and 10 with under 6 to play here in the second. Lamson quickly to Taco Dowler for a gain of 5, 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and mid here, Ben, and again, if somehow, some way that Northern Colorado defense comes up with a 3rd down stop, I can see Coach Lamb right there. You know, I asked him, he's an old defensive guy, played at BYU, coached at BYU. I asked him about that 8-0 team that's a top 10 team. They're playing good football, but I know he still has a hand in this defense, and it's showing up today, man. They're playing good.
Holding Montana State to 2 of 6 on 3rd downs today. Lamson, pocket collapses, and he takes off. Being chased and will easily scoot out of bounds. And when you're in trouble, Justin Lamson can get it done with his feet as he moves the 6 for Montana State on a 6-yard scamper.
Yeah, it's a really, really great job by Lamson here. You know, they had him at multiple opportunities. He's just a good job outrunning those big defensive linemen.
Yeah, Aiden Merrihew was the man who almost got him by the shoestrings.
Well, it was Dominic Butts who originally kind of had a shot. It was going to be a tough play. Great job by Lamson keeping the play alive and getting the 1st down.
We'll go under center on 1st and 10. Play action. He wants the end zone. Again to Ryan King. That one almost scraped the blue Colorado sky on a big connection once again.
It's a really, really nice route. Okay, so it's a deep corner route. I'm not going to be able to draw it for you today, sadly. All right, but we're not going to be able to see it from this angle, but really a sharp, what he did was he ran a go route, a good vertical route, and then he just stemmed it off at the end. Great protection by the offensive line. Nothing but time there for Lamson to get it to Ryan King. Great throw and catch.
Lamson on the QB run, able to elude a tackle. Taken out short of the 5.
I tell you what, man, you know, Cam Chapa is going to be a name that a lot of folks in the Big Sky are going to remember. This kid is a good young safety. I'm not sure if we're going to see a replay of this, but my goodness, what a great, like, just picture perfect form tackle by Cam Chapa there on Lamson.
It's so impressive on the freshman.
balls go side to side and not north-south. There's been some great sticks out of both the safety and linebacker core. You know, I know I'm an old defensive guy, but I mean the offense has got to get something going right now because the defense is doing their part in my mind.
Well, it just shows the continued growth here in Greeley. Another great quote from Ed Lamb earlier this week, by the way. They, like you mentioned before, they've suffered a lot of really tough losses this season, and he said, look, there's a reason why the rear view is small and the windshield is big. Got to keep looking forward. And they're battling once again against a top 25 opponent. Balled in short of the 10. Down the boundary. Not much going there. Back down to Grace Lawrence.
Kenny Iden on Montana State has been a star for this defense, and he's also carrying on a family legacy. His dad, Ken, was an O-lineman for the Cats in the 90s. They're actually the second ever father-son duo who have been captains for this team. I talked to him this week, and you combine the family legacy with being from Bozeman, representing the hometown university. He said, it's something I'll cherish forever, guys.
And you can see that from a lot of Montana kids. Their dream is to come play for Montana State, especially for those dudes right from the city of Bozeman. And Kenneth Iden, definitely one of those guys. On the quick hitter on the near side, Braden Monroe. This offense just looking to get going as he tries to drag a few Bobcat defenders, and once again some pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was actually talking to Old Man Iden this morning in the hotel, and I said, "How you doing, man? I mean, this has got to be so much fun. I mean, you know, following your son, and I hope to get to do this someday as a dad. Watch my kids play college ball, but he said it's been amazing, but it's also expensive. Next year's going to be a lot cheaper for him." I said, take your wife on a great vacation to Mexico or something, not Greeley.
Brandon Johnson tries to submarine up the middle. I'd imagine Jax Gregorak, probably a future 4-star recruit, maybe.
Well, you don't think he'd be a 5 or what? You just, I mean, come on, Ben. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Keep him humble. Keep him humble.
No question. I want him to work hard, be a good kid, do well in school, and if he's a 4 or 5-star recruit, that'd be pretty cool too. I think the dang athlete is my daughter. Gabby is a crazy gymnast. We'll see, man. Life's good. They're healthy. Love being a dad.
3rd down and 3. You see right there. 0 for 6 today. Northern Colorado just looking to get something going offensively. Pressure coming. Gibson able to scoot and picks up a 1st down.
I was just going to say, make it 1 for 6, Ben. I mean, you got all those speed rushers, and my man Eric Gibson felt it in a hurry. You see that first initial miss there by Hunter. He kind of bobbles the ball.
Timeout.
By the way, just their 2nd 1st down of the game. Just looking for any sort of spark offensively. 2-minute timeout here in Greeley. Get ready for game day with Megan Robinson during This Week in Big Sky Football. You'll hear from your favorite coaches and players, plus get an insider's look at the conference. Watch every Saturday on this Scripps Sports station and check local listings for times in your area. And speaking of the Big Sky, take a look at the top 25 in the FCS that features Big Sky teams.
Maybe after the play.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get it after the play. Gibson, new set of downs. Carver cheeks at the 40 and upended.
God dang, Seth Johnson. I'm sorry, that was Jace Williams. These DBs are playing out of their minds right now.
Now we'll take a look at the top 25 in terms of the big. Nope, replay. Live TV, man.
Live TV. We got some issues today, man. We got the tellies jacked up. That was a great shot. Great shot of Kenny Iden right there on the big pop.
30-second timeout.
We'll get a timeout as Justin Gwynn gets the pigskin there. Timeout called by Montana State. Now let's try with the polls. There we go. Montana State, of course, in a tie for 4th place, with South Dakota State. Davis sitting right there at 6, Northern Arizona at 19. Obviously, you got to imagine they'll drop after that heartbreaking loss last night in Flagstaff to Idaho. Montana sitting at 3, but I mean, 2 weeks from tonight, you got the Cats and Davis and Bozeman. 3 weeks from today, you got the Brawl, the Wild, shaping up to be a very, very fun final 2 weeks of the regular season heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, those teams got to take care of business, though. I mean, there's some good games coming up. I was a little surprised at the outcome last night. Just Idaho's kind of been up and down. They've been battling some injuries. The walk-up Skydome's not easy. Again, with that loss by NAU, you're looking at a 3-team playoff.
Gibson overthrows Braden Monroe. And now the Northern Colorado faithful wanting a flag. But going back to Idaho, I think that really just shows how valuable Joshua Wood is at quarterback. Like you mentioned, he missed a couple games, returned against Portland State. I mean, he's the big difference maker offensively for the Vandals.
He was impressive last night. He made some incredible plays. I mean, there was a special teams touchdown. There was a defensive touchdown. It was a crazy game late. But yeah, I mean, it just, assuming these teams take care of business or enough business, it's looking like the Big Sky will have 3 teams in the playoff, that being Montana, Montana State, and UC Davis.
The 7th punt already in this first half from Northern Colorado. They will sail out of bounds again. They're going to mark it at around the 15-yard line. 44-yard punt. So under 90 ticks to play with if you're Brent Vegan in this Bobcat offense. Go 85 yards down the field if you're looking to put up 6.
Almost kind of feels like the first half from last week a little bit. Just kind of offense was kind of in rhythm, then out of rhythm. Defense showed very similar to a week ago in my mind.
Very methodical offense, according to Brent Vegan last week. When we were down in San Luis Obispo. 1st and 10, Lamson rifles it, incomplete, intended for Taco Dowler.
Yeah, Taco's got a little some palms up going on, like, please show me a flag of some kind, but not going to get it.
Makai Toms, the man in coverage in that secondary.
Well, he's not going to win an Emmy.
It was actually Frankie Morales. Lamson again to the air. Lets it rip. This time, Taco Dowler, who gets absolutely drilled after the catch.
Yeah, Taco took not just 1 but 2 shots here, and he's hurt.
34 yards there. And you saw him immediately take off that helmet.
Both defenders, though. I mean, watch this at the end. You're going to see a tight view here. It's pop. I mean, it's 1-2 by both these. 1-2, front and back. My goodness.
Well, especially with how hard Cam Chapa can lay the wood.
Personal foul. roughing the passer, number 99. That penalty would be added to the end of the play, 15 yards, first down.
So not only that, an extra 15 yards.
Yeah, that's big Levi Little. We've called him before. You're going to see it right here at the end. And the only touchdown scoring drive the Cats have had came off a personal foul as well. So I'll be curious to see with a minute 12 here, can they find pay dirt and put this thing in the end zone?
And Chapa and Morales there. Dowler able to come off the field under his own power. But now in plus territory with a minute 12. Lamson getting a lot of protection from that O-line and finds an opening again down the boundary and trots out of bounds. 8-yard pickup.
Again, I'll keep saying it. I mean, this is where Lamson's truly been invaluable. I mean, it's not there. He's not throwing a ton of interceptions this year. Great job with his legs. Didn't take a shot that time. Getting it to second and short.
Well, he's even said that's the biggest growth in his game this year is being more patient in the pocket and knowing when to take off. Trips at the bottom of the screen. A laser right over the middle. Dane Steele into the red zone for a 14-yard completion.
Yep, nice throw, nice catch. Great job by that Cat offensive line. Another very, very fine route by Dane Steele. He's having a great game. Going 10 personnel here, 2x2 deuce, 4 wides in the game.
Dump off our side, Chris Long. Gets pushed out of bounds by Mekai Thomas. Chris Long is another wideout they like to get going as well.
Northern Colorado, they're first.
As the Bears
30-second
will now call a timeout. The transfer out of Rutgers has been dealing with injuries this season. Just looking to get him going, get more consistent in that wide receiver core.
Coach Lamb, I mean, if the Cats can, in fact, plug this in, it's going to be really, really frustrating because defensively, they've played very well this half. You know, it's 13-0 right now. They've done a good job defensively, and it's going to be a temple-rubbing frustration if the Cats plug it in here and put 20-0 going in at half. Just nothing going for this Bear offense. I mean, one first down. Is that correct, Ben?
I believe now 2 first downs for the game.
Whatever. I mean, 1 or 2.
Well, the big thing, too, for that offense, for Ed Lamb, at least through the first quarter, they couldn't get anything going on first downs.
Right.
Through the first quarter, they were averaging just under a yard per first down play.
Right.
And he's even said, we got to get a lot better at getting to like the 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5 on those first down plays.
You have to. You have to win first down against this Cat defense because they are freaking lights out on third. You got to get victory on 1st and 2nd down to give yourself some 3rd and shorts.
On 2nd and 3, the handoff right up the gut. Adam Jones lunges forward. 5-yard gain there by Jones. Pushing for the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown Bobcats.
That's a great job by them. I mean, again, they got some nice chunk plays to get down into that black zone, that tight red. And again, you know, this reminds me of Cal Poly a little bit last week. I mean, it's a good tough run there by Adam Jones. I love it. Anybody not watching the game though, they say, oh, 20-0. You know, again, I think the Bears have played really well defensively.
Rushing TD number 8 this season for Adam Jones. $20-0. You take a look at that touchdown. Yep. Punch in again.
Just inside zone, you know, and again, Chapa, who I'm a big fan of in his youthful career, he just couldn't get low enough And then you can see, Braden Zimmer and those big dude, Burke Mastel. Mass kicks ass, Ben. And when you got dudes that are getting push up front, that's what they need more of, frankly. I think this Cat O-line needs to kind of, have a little talking to in the half. In their locker rooms, freaking a half mile away. Trust me, I remember these walks back to the locker room here in Greeley. But, that's where as the offensive line, they got to look themselves a little bit in the mirror and say, hey, we can be better. We can do better. The Juice had 175 yards last week and been a little slow in the ground game though thus far.
Well, even with all the shuffling to start this season, with JT Reed moving to center, Titan Fleischman going from a tackle to a guard, I mean, there was notable improvement as the season went on. Brett Vegan has even said, we've gotten better up front, covering guys up and allowing Julius Davis and Adam Jones to get those opportunities in the running attack. As that will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Because like I mentioned before, that rushing attack for the Bobcats, impressive. Second in the Big Sky in rushing offense, 71% completion percentage.
First and 10 at the 20.
I mean, this is an offense, again, we've seen it all year, despite the last 2 weeks kind of, I don't know if slow is the right word to use, but they can put up points and get in the end zone.
No, they can, and it has been a little slow. I mean, it's been a little clunky. It's 20-0, and again, most people would be absolutely thrilled about that. Again, you're the fourth best team in the country. You've got a quarterback that's got the fourth highest completion percentage in the country, and I think they just expect more out of themselves.
Eric Gibson, Carver Cheeks making the grab to the 30. And the clock will keep running. 5-yard gain. But a timeout called.
Timeout. Northern Colorado. Their second. 30-second timeout.
Well, with only 57 total yards for Northern Colorado. Again, I know a lot of it has been Montana State's defense. There's a reason why they're the best in the Big Sky. But offensively, if you're Ed Lamb, how do you drive down the field and get more points on the board and get rid of that goose egg?
Yeah, I mean, with the kind of year that Gibson's had, I mean, to be number 17th in the nation in passing yards, I mean, they've done so many good things. I've been high praise for this UNC defense. They've taken the ball away 14 times this year, and maybe they just need to up their game a little bit and try to get their offense a couple more opportunities in the second half, Ben, because right now, I mean, and oh, by the way, you got one of the best wide receivers in all of FCS, one of the absolute best in the Big Sky. Keep looking number 3 up, man. Get him the football.
5 receptions so far. Came into this one first in the Big Sky yards per game, total yards, as Gibson goes underneath and tripped up out of bounds. As they go to their running back in Rocco Traore. But yeah, back to Cheeks. I mean, a really great story Ed Lamb told us earlier this week as well. He came to Northern Colorado wanting to play wide receiver. Ed Lamb kind of shot that down, wanted to make him a really standout safety, kind of like what he had at Southern Utah. That one's incomplete once again to Traore. But during the offseason, Cheeks still wanted to play wide receiver, and once again went up to his head coach and Ed Lamb and really believed in himself, as his head coach then gave him the chance and said, hey, let's see what you got. And, well, I think he's kind of proving his head coach right with this season.
Top 5 in the FCS in multiple categories, 5 touchdowns on the year, and kind of what we're saying is, keep looking for that guy.
And now timeout by Montana State.
Timeout. Montana State. Their second.
Coach Vegan wasn't real thrilled about
30-second
something. I'm not
timeout.
totally sure if it was a personnel issue or they definitely have their speedsters up front. I see that, their cheetah. Something wasn't perfect, though, and he decided to take the timeout. See if they can go into half with the goose egg.
Another good look at Ed Lamb right there. Again, his 3rd campaign here in Greeley. Big Sky Championship at Southern Utah. And still continuing to build this program up. And you could see the belief that his players have. Again, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record at this point. Ed Lamb, great soundbite, by the way. Great interview. And he even said after that tough Sacramento State loss, it was inspirational to see his team land at 3:30 in the morning after that game down in Sacktown, come in on Sunday for an optional lift that they could do either Sunday or Monday. You got a lot of Colorado in-state playmakers that are buying into this program. There's a lot of motivation and there's a lot of belief here in Greeley.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually was just talking to an old teammate, an old buff, yesterday, actually, on my way to the airport. His son is a junior, and I said, hey, man, this guy's building something. He's trying. He's doing the right things.
Right through the hands of their tight end in Charles Garrison.
Yeah, they don't go to the tight ends as much as, say, the Cats do. And, the Cats have a stable, and they're using them all. He just ran a quick little stop route. That ball was coming in hot. Couldn't grab it. Good shot of Coltrane Taylor right there. Great Falls finest.
Pressure coming from the backside, down the boundary, going to Cheeks, incomplete.
Well, it was great coverage here by Jace McMillan, and he had his safety rotate that way too, so this would have had to have been a perfect ball, perfect catch. Saw Caden down there. Caden Dollar almost came up with a pick there too. Well, asking you shall receive. We said keep looking for that dude, and he is. Good coverage by the Cats.
5 catches for 22 yards so far today for Carver Cheeks. Taco Dowler with 11 ticks left. As that will head into the long jump pit.
Good call by you there, Ben. The long jump pit. Get some track.
And I'm not a big track guy either, so even more impressive.
We got the Winter Olympics coming up. We got the Summer Olympics in a couple years coming back to America. This is the old victory formation. Going to go into half again. They got a long jaunt to the locker room, so they need the entire time. I think they actually extend the halves here because of the long walk to the locker room.
As both teams will head into the locker room, that long trek. As Montana State leads at 20-zip at the half. And the defense, once again, the story for number 4 Montana State. Grace Lawrence with Brent Vegan.
Coach, how was your offense able to find such success that last scoring drive?
Well, I made a couple plays. They're aggressive defense and how they play some coverage, and Justin made some plays. We made some plays after the catch. We had a penalty in there, and certainly be able to get that score was huge before the half.
What's impressed you most about your defense?
You know what? They've been really consistent. Haven't let them do much of anything. We've been able to eliminate the run, put pressure on the passer, and I think we've really tackled well in the open field for the most part.
And then what can you just say about Ryan King coming up big with those 2 receptions?
Yeah, we knew there was going to be some opportunities to get downfield. Ryan's been the beneficiary, and that's big because we haven't had those opportunities a whole lot, and for Ryan to make those plays, that's what we needed.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, trying to get that passing game to be more explosive, and we've definitely seen some fireworks in that regard through the first 30 minutes. Montana's Chevy Dealers halftime report coming up with number 4 Montana State leading 20-zip.
Time now for the Scripps Sports Montana Chevy Dealers Halftime Report.
And welcome back into the studio. Scott Breen along with Casey Conlin, and fourth-ranked Montana State leading upstart Northern Colorado at the break. Upstart to this point in the season.
Absolutely. Certainly their best season in a while. We've said that many weeks now in the Big Sky. But when you run into the defending conference champions and a top 5 team in the country, you really start to see exactly what you can do. Obviously, Montana State completely dominating that first half from start to finish. Let's show you how it all happened. It's the defense that we talked about early, but Montana State's offense gets them on the board quickly. The little flip to Rocky Lencioni. And the Bozeman High product getting worked into the offense a lot more as the season goes along. 7-0 Bobcats. Early second quarter more from the Cats. Play action. Justin Lamson loads up, fires deep to Ryan King, down inside the 5. But 2 plays later, 3rd and goal. Cats trying to go a little trickery, and this one does not work. Great tackle from the Bears there, forces just a field goal to put MSU up 10-0. Later in the quarter, though, Lamson looking deep again for King again, down this time inside the 10. The Ryan King coming out party. Cats kick another field goal late. Adam Jones would then score a TD late. 20-0 at the half. Northern Colorado, 8 possessions, 8 punts. Just shows you how good that MSU defense is playing.
Meanwhile, the third-ranked Montana Grizzlies underway a short time ago against Weber State. Barely a minute into this game, Grizz have been hearing all that chatter about how they've struggled against Weber in through the decade. Brooks Davis didn't make it look like that. 7-0 Montana, again, barely a minute into the game. Weber kicks a field goal to answer, and Grizz answer with this. Keali'i Ayat going to find Blake Bohannon wide open. How about 62? When I say wide, I mean wide open. How about a 62-yard touchdown? Grizz literally looked like they're going through a Friday afternoon walkthrough in this game. It's now 21-3 early in the second quarter. 0 resistance from Weber State's defense. Stay with us on the halftime show. A thriller in prime time last night down in Flagstaff. We'll have those highlights and take you around the Big Sky coming up next. All sorts of great college football games on tap today and tonight, but one of the most exciting already in the books.
Yeah, number 19, NAU hosting Idaho last night. A Halloween showdown at the Sky Dome. Idaho led 19-7 at the break. Here in the third, they add to it. The strip sack recovered by Cruz Hepburn, 65 yards the other way. 3-score lead for the Vandals. Oh, but wait a minute. Here comes Northern Arizona. 57-yard strike to Colby Katzis. He'd score again late to send it into overtime. Idaho, though, a touchdown from tight end Hayden Kinchlow walks it off as the Vandals upset number 19, 35-32 winners.
In addition to our games in Greeley, Colorado and Ogden, Utah right now, 3 more in the Big Sky today. Eastern Washington hosting Sac State. Just a few minutes from now, those two teams fighting for 4th place in the Big Sky standings. Also at 2 o'clock, 6th-ranked UC Davis hosting Idaho State. That could be a high-scoring affair. And then at 3 o'clock, Portland State, still chasing its first win of the season at Cal Poly.
Just a few seconds until we get back out to Greeley, Colorado for the second half there. Once again, MSU leading 20-0. The big story, the defense. 8 drives for Northern Colorado, who's been very good on offense this year. 8 punts for them, I believe, averaging just 1 yard per play. That MSU defense is just another beast.
How many first downs for Northern Colorado?
I believe 2.
The answer is 2.
2
for those of you
first
counting
downs.
at home in the first half.
Yeah. Northern Colorado trying to get something going on offense. We'll see you at halftime of our game on our other channel, Montana and Weber State, and of course post-game after that one. Enjoy the second half in Greeley.
Back here in Greeley, number 4 Montana State with a 20-0 lead over Northern Colorado. Ben Creighton, Ty Gregorak here at Nottingham Field as we look at the first half highlights. Ty, all started with Rocky Lencioni again really breaking out here in the second half of the campaign.
Fantastic play, well designed, well blocked. You can see a couple explosive plays. Ryan King, have yourself a day. I mean, 2 catches for 82 yards. Justin's had most of the time, good pockets to throw, and this is the one that kind of surprised me. You can see the touchdown there by Adam Jones, but between Jones and Davis, they've only got 27 yards right now, so that's interesting to me. I think UNC's defense has played well, even though it is 20-0. You can see
the defense obviously tremendous once again.
66 yards of offense. I mean, come on, they're doing great, man.
Second half coming up here from Greeley. Start of the third quarter upcoming here on a beautiful day here in Greeley, Colorado, as just moments ago, Grace Lawrence caught up with Northern Colorado head coach Ed Lamb.
What stood out most to you, Coach, about your red zone defense?
Well, we caused a couple of field goals, as we call that bowing up or a 4-point play, go from 7 to 3 points on the scoreboard. That's somewhat kept us in the game, but really most of my thoughts right now are how to get a first down.
Yeah, what was the message to your offense at the half?
Just keep hanging in there. Don't point the finger at your coaches. Don't point the finger at each other. We got to block, tackle, make catches.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, Ty Gregorick, I think that pretty much nails it. When you only have 3 first downs through the first half, need a little more.
Yeah, it was a good summation by Coach Lamb. Very strong silent type after half. Let's just get a first down, Ben. Get a first down.
Only 3 first downs. They punted the ball 8 times, and they were 1 of 9 on third downs through the first 30 minutes. As Montana State will get the ball to start quarter number 3. Bobcat offense has scored on 3 of the last 4 drives, and a booming kickoff way out of the end zone. And you and I kind of talked about it on halftime just a second ago. I mean, kind of quiet first half so far for Adam Jones and Julius Davis. With Justin Lamson right now is their leading rusher in the game.
Right.
I mean, again, we know how talented of a runner he can be, but that's not going to get it done in the long run.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're slinging the heck out of the rock. There's no doubt about it. It's just, Coach Vegan kind of prides himself and this staff and their philosophy on complementary football. And right now, the passing game is really not complementing the running game. Usually one sets up the other.
They'll try to get it going here on the first drive of the third quarter. And this is a pretty good start. Julius Davis, again, physical, as he gets escorted out of bounds. 9-yard scoot, 8-yard scoot. I take that back for Julius Davis.
Yeah, and he immediately goes out again. It's a 2-headed monster. I feel like the monster needs to get scarier, in true Halloween theme yesterday, Ben.
We could still celebrate Halloween on November 1st.
Absolutely.
Adam Jones motions. They fake the sweep. Screen game, Taco Dowler busting up the middle. And look at that dude fly. Taco Dowler, no one will catch him. 67 yards to the blue turf. Touchdown Bobcats.
Taco Tuesday on a Saturday, Ben. We haven't said that in a while. And I got to tell you this. Considering he took not 1 but 2 shots on that play to end the first half, it just shows you what a tough kid this is. I mean, he's not a big guy. My goodness, just a little screen here. Great perimeter blocking there by his tight end. The offensive line are getting, and then he just turns on the jets and he's gone. Where's our taco hats for today, by the way? We talked about it, never came to fruition.
Again, just putting on the afterburners there like he can do so many times. The 4th receiving TD of 2025 for Dowler. Couldn't have asked for a better start offensively for Montana State out of the locker room. Wanted more explosive plays in the passing game. Taco Dowler tells Brent Vegan, I got you. Gone.
Well, there was just no safety there. That's the thing. I don't know if they went, straight man across the board here. But again, you can see all these guys on the perimeter just getting up, getting their blocks, and then again, this rest is on Taco. And again, it's been a few weeks that, since we've seen a big explosive play out of Taco Dowler there. Nice play design by Coach Steerbeck. Nice way to start the second half. Coach Lamb is frustrated with the offense, and I get it. Only 3 first downs and not doing anything on third down and no points. His defense had been very stout up until then, but that was a massive play. And I know it's really early in the second half, but those are backbreaker type plays on an outfit.
Well, Sam Mix even told us last week before that Cal Poly game, Taco Dowler's taking a bigger role, I should say, on those jet sweeps, the screen game, and really showing that impact. Fair catch called. So now on the flip side, Northern Colorado. I mentioned the struggles. Only 3 first downs. You got to get something going because this is a team, an air raid team that's not built to be an air raid team, according to Ed Lamb when we chatted with him earlier this week.
Yeah, they're not running the football. They're not even trying to really run the ball. They had a couple decent runs early. But again, if that throwing game is not clicking, your defense is playing a lot of football just in terms of 3 and outs or maybe 4 plays, and they got to get something going here.
Well, it's got to start on first down. Brandon Johnson shuffles right through the hole, 5-yard gain. Because like I mentioned, you got to get good production on first down. That was a big point of emphasis for Ed Lamb.
It is, and the Bobcat faithful's not going to want to hear this, but Paul Brott's real slow to get up right now. In fact, he's down.
Yeah, that's huge for that D line. They'll check on him, and we'll come back to Greeley after this.
Today's game is sponsored by Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, Town Pump, Pump It Up, Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, your Montana Chevy dealers, and the University of Montana. Build your skills the Montana way.
Well, again, couldn't have asked for a more beautiful day here in the northern part of Colorado, but certainly not a sight that Montana State fans wanted to see. Paul Brott tried to limp off the field under his own power, but then had to be helped to the sideline. So now a 2nd and 5 for this Bears offense. To the ground again, Brandon Johnson, the Arizona transfer, lowers his shoulder and just able to pick up a first down. Another 5-yard gain.
Yeah, it's real good contact, and Taden Gray's going to be slow to get up here. I mean, it's a good stick. You know, the running back kind of had his way with him, and you can see Taden there at the end. In fact, he's just trying to shake it off right now. Yeah, you can see it right there. Kind of a shoulder-esque type looking way he's kind of holding his arm there.
Yeah, he'll come out, yeah.
And I just mentioned, you know, Paul Brott's out now too, so you're going to see a healthy dose of Zach Black and Talon Marsh in the interior D-line.
11 personnel in for Northern Colorado, just right up the gut. Past the 40-yard line for a gain of 5, Matthias Price. Fans, another reminder to show off your team's spirits. Send us your best super fan photos, and you can see yourself on the big screen coming up later on in the 4th quarter. Just scan the QR code on your screen and upload your favorite fan shots. We'll pick some of the top photos and showcase more of them coming up later on here in the second half. First 3 plays, all 5-yard gains on this drive for Northern Colorado. Right up the gut again. Once again, Matthias Price, 9-yard pickup there. And Northern Colorado with a good first drive of their 3rd quarter moving down the field.
Yeah, it is. I mean, big hole. You can see that first initial contact by J.J. Dolan just gets him enough. Bryce Grebe finishes it off, but you know, this starting front 4 now has been altered a little bit with an injury to Paul. You know, the depth has played so much this year. You just don't expect to see the big gaping hole like that. Nice drive so far for UNC.
Fisher Clements, the tight end in motion. Still to the hot hand, Price. And you can see it right there. Their bigger back, more downhill ability as he picks up a gain of 4 there. And this is a running back by committee group for Northern Colorado. They don't really have that bell cow that they'll give the ball off the majority of the time. Like I said, it's the hot hand, and right now it's Matthias Price on this drive.
No question. I guess I would have liked to have maybe seen a little bit more of this style in the first half, because right now you're down 27. You can't just grind out the football.
This time play action. Lets it rip, going to Cheeks, up in the air, incomplete.
Very, very similar to the first half in that, he's going after his guy, but they're, great coverage, and then you got Taden Dowler pacing the whole way. I mean, good ISO shot on Cheeks here. Again, it's just you're throwing that cover 2 safety and Caden Dowler there.
Has been targeted 9 times so far in this game, 5 catches. And now 3rd down and 6. To the air again, quick hitter to their tight end, Charles Garrison, but a yard short of the line to gain. As we send it back down to Grace Lawrence.
Yes, Ben, just want a quick update. Paul is up on his own power. He's still fully dressed on the sideline in his helmet and everything, guys.
Some encouraging news for Montana State. And yeah, if you're down 27-zip, you got to go for it on 4th and 1 here.
Looks very pushy, Ben.
43% on 4th downs this season. As they give it to Hank Gibbs, who's basically their tight end quarterback hybrid, being used for short down situations. And he will pick up the 1st down. And like I mentioned, only 3 first downs in the first half, already 3 of them on this drive.
I can't wait to see, because I know this is going to come back on the table this year in the NFL, if they continue to try to outlaw that play right there.
Are you in the contingency where you want the tush-push banned in the NFL?
No, Ben, I'm not. No, it's a football play. People have to try to stop it. And I think defenses slowly are, different ways of aligning your tackles, and there is a way to stop. It's not easy. Seth Johnson's had like 1,000 tackles today.
Justin Gwynn getting the carry. That should be Johnson's 3rd tackle of the game so far.
Here we go, Al.
1-yard gain. The 10th play of this current drive has been row motions as they swing it out to him. Trying to cut up field down the boundary. 3rd down.
Try to get that screen game going a little bit after that 4th down. They're finally on the Bear side of the field. Great inside-out pursuit there by J.J. Dolan.
36 yards on this drive, like I mentioned. Already with 3 first downs. Better production.
Well, they've matched their first down total.
Yeah.
This drive, their first downs anyway.
Rocco Traore in at running back. Gibson underneath. Charles Garrison makes the squeeze. 1st down.
I like that they're using their tight ends. They have not thrown to him a bunch this year, but these big, good-looking bodies. I mean, my goodness, 6'5", 260 there for Garrison. The grad, he's already graduated. Get those dudes involved. Running the football a little bit. Again, time is of the essence now. I mean, we're at 8:30 here in the 3rd, and they're down 27. They're going to have to get some points going sooner than later.
The furthest Northern Colorado has been in Montana State territory so far today. Incomplete. Underthrows Cheeks.
Yeah, it's a little miscommunication there. The Cats were bringing pressure. They don't bring it often, but I think Gibson thought Cheeks was zigging when he maybe should have been zagging or whatever. The communication was off.
You're going to beat me to it because I don't think any quarterback is going to be that offline on that kind of throw unless there's some sort of miscommunication.
No, well, see, I think Gibson picked up the fact that it was pressure, but the route definitely didn't replicate what Gibson was thinking.
Traore, going back to Brandon Johnson. Again, you got to be on your toes with these running backs from Northern Colorado.
Yeah, last week it was 4 or 5 quarterbacks that had played throughout the year. And this week it's a plethora of tailbacks.
6 games last year at Arizona. Now facing another 3rd down. And now Rocco Traore back in. Monroe once again the motion man. Out into the flat. Traore absolutely swallowed up behind the line.
Xavier Aarons, man, and Coach Vegan said it at the half. He really likes the way they're tackling in the open field, and I can't agree more. I mean, they've been very, very salty. Some great hits. But again, I mean, there's just nowhere to go with the football. You got to check it down to your back, and Aarons is right there to make the play.
And now bring up a 4th and 14. A little more of a challenge than 4th and 1.
It is, and just going back to the tackling piece, I think this is some of the best complete tackling we've seen out of the Cats all year. They've been very sharp tackling the ball carrier.
They'll bring the heat. And a completion to Monroe. That's going to be very close. The 1st down marker. It looks like it was short. And it will be short.
Yeah, we're going to see right here, you can see Caden Dowler coming off the edge here, and he's getting his hands up. Again, just enough to disrupt the throw. But, again, they got to win on 1st and 2nd because that's a long, long way to get the 1st down.
Bobcats getting the football back, up 27-0. Taco Dollar, man, he continues to make plays every single week, and today no different here in Greeley, Colorado.
Nope, he's special. Obviously he's one of Lamson's main targets. But this is the play right here, man. Again, great perimeter blocking, and it's 88 out the gate. Not many folks in this league are going to catch that young man.
Especially with the wheels he has. Adam Jones tried to cut, but gets tripped up. 6-yard pickup.
He's done it a couple times, man. The turf monsters kind of got him, and he kind of punched himself there in the helmet. Because I don't know if there was a tackler. He just kind of slipped.
Yeah, you see Taco Dowler, 120 yards today. Came into this one 4th in the Big Sky in receptions per game. Behind Carver Cheeks, Michael Wortham, Zion Nunnally.
Well, and Lampson's on track to have a career day in the air too, if this keeps up.
They'll keep it with the ground game. Adam Jones, this time with more space. And taken down, I should say, at the 30-yard line. Again, the big scoot there by Adam Jones. 44 yards.
I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Ben, but again, north-south, baby. North-south. Get that thing going vertical right now. Let the offensive linemen do their thing at the point of contact, and let this very, very skilled Montana State offense do their thing.
Jones motions again. Beating the hot hand. Wide receiver reverse. Lampson making the catch. Dane Steele able to fire a bullet to QB1 for a pickup of 12.
Yeah, you know, that's one of those, you know, they probably got that in the tool belt, that high red zone, you know, good opportunity for trick plays, wheel routes, stuff out of the backfield. Overall, a good job by Northern Colorado sniffing it out.
So now we've seen Dane Steele throw a pass. We've seen Adam Jones throw a pass this season. You want to talk about versatility. Lampson, he wants 6. And he's got another connection. 18 yards, Taco Dowler. Who else?
Well, Ben, it's not just raining tacos, but it's still Taco Tuesday on a Saturday. My goodness, have yourself a day. The young man out of Billings, Montana. They might want to account for this guy. Just a ding 7. I love it. They're going to vertical and then corner route there in the red zone. Great pocket, great throw. Have yourself a day 14. And Lampson. I'm gonna have to start texting SID Bill Lamberty because Lampson's got a few yards, man.
Right on the money. 34 zip. Now the offense clicking today for the most part here in Greeley. 3 TD passes from Lampson. 2 TDs for that man, Taco Dowler. 34 zip.
Today's game is sponsored by Montana State University.
Well, I think that says it all right there. It's been a rough afternoon here in Greeley for the hometown Bears. Down 34-0, despite a team that has shown growth here in 2025. But when you got that guy making plays, Justin Lamson just firing dimes, it's going to be a long afternoon, long night, whatever for any opposing defense.
Well, and Ryan King is coming back on the scene in a big way, and Dane Steele has made some great plays as well, Ben.
Not much going there for Wooten. By the way, a career high for Taco Dowler today.
That usually means bad things for the opposition.
Well, 34-0. Long way to go for this Northern Colorado squad. Gibson today, 16 of 26 for only 62 yards. On the ground, looking for a window, Matthias Price with a strong run there. So he'll get enough to move the chains on a 10-yard run. And now a word from Whitefish Credit Union.
Montanans the best way to save. Whitefish Credit Union certificates are available now.
Matthias Price now up to 18 yards on the ground. Again, not much going in the running game today for Northern Colorado. Looking to make something happen as he gets another carry and another decent run for a gain of 8.
Yeah, they've got some skill in the backfield, and you can see the time. That's a great run right there. Again, it's just we're getting a little late in the game to establish the run game, Ben. I mean, it's 3 minutes to go, and you're down by a lot.
Four wide. Monroe on the slant. Another first down as Braden Monroe makes the catch. But you look at Carver Cheeks, we hyped him up during the pregame, but that Montana State defense, that secondary, doing a good job covering him this afternoon.
They have, and you know what I just love that you said right there, Ben? Covering. You don't guard in football. I watch football games, I'm like, yeah, this guy's guarding. No, you cover, and they're playing great coverage. And overall, that secondary's come to hit today, too, and I love it.
Gibson just has to get rid of it with the pressure coming down on him.
Big Dom Solano, I talked about him earlier. Again, Coach Baptiste said he's really, gained the trust of his teammates. He's getting a lot of turns with the way they're rolling defensive linemen in and out. Nice play by him.
Well, going back to your point, it's also when I hear commentators say forcing turnovers. No, it's forcing takeaways.
Yeah, they're taking, the offense has a turnover. The defense takes it away. Guarding. Come on. Covering. Play coverage.
Well, we're like 2 days away from basketball season, so
I know.
We can use it. Price once again with a strong run into Bobcat territory. We'll bring up third down.
Big game 7 tonight, too. You and I were talking about at the break with the World Series. We got a lot of good sports right now.
I'm just hoping I'll be able to watch it on the plane back home tonight.
Yep.
Third down and 3 as we hit the 2-minute mark here in the third. And stuffed. Only about a 1-yard gain there for Traore.
Decision time for Coach Lamb. Again, the game's getting out of hand. We're going to have about a 4th and looks like maybe 2.
Yep, 4th and 2.
I'll say this though, you've got a lot of the backups in right now. Your defensive ends from Montana State with Kenny Iden and Hunter Parsons. But again, you look at those stats right there. Coach Howe's done a heck of a job with this unit.
Johnson reaching for the first down marker. He won't get it.
Big time effort by the front. Big time effort by both the second and third level here when you watch it, but again, that initial penetration. You can see Charbonneau right there, but that initial penetration by the front four is what bubbled this play to get the rest of the homies there to swarm the football. First down, Montana State.
It just speaks to, once again, the job this Montana State coaching staff has done. First in the Big Sky on third down percentage, 28%. I mean, they're just a brick wall up front, man.
Yeah, they are. I mean, again, when you're 70% or better have a success defensively, that's incredible. You can see, you know, in this Northern Colorado defense has been stout against the run.
Lamson lets it fly again, wide open. At the 25, Chris Long, wrapped up by a trio of Bears. 29-yard completion.
Big window here going up the Bobcat sideline. You can see just there's a lot of room between that corner and Cam Chapa there, the safety. You can see this is an interesting formation. You got trips into the boundary, overloaded, unbalanced set, all going into the boundary.
Up the middle. Still trucking. Another first down, Julius Davis.
Really a good, tough physical run here by Davis. They're just running inside zone. And look at those big legs, just keep churning. Big D lineman couldn't stop him. Going to take a safety to stop him. That's usually not a good thing when our man Chapa's got to make the tackle.
They'll actually rule him a yard short of the first down marker, as that'll take us to the end of the third quarter here at Nottingham Field. Montana State with a dominant afternoon on the road, on their way to remaining undefeated in Big Sky play. Fourth quarter on the other side.
Today's game is sponsored by Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, Town Pump, Pump It Up, Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, your Montana Chevy dealers, and the University of Montana. Build your skills the Montana way.
Second down out of the eye as we start this fourth quarter. Play action again, rolling to his right. Lamson takes off again and powers his way into the end zone. Justin Lamson, 15 yards into the end zone, and the Bobcats blowing it open.
My goodness. Again, 13 personnel here. They're starting to get some stuff out of these big tight end packages. We got a guy down here, Ben.
Guy that can just lower his shoulder and get those extra yards. Adding on to a career day. Like Ty said, another injury. They'll check on him and we'll come back. Cam Champa able to walk off the field under his own power, but it was all smiles for that dude right there. Justin Lamson gets into the end zone once again, adding on to a career day, the fourth straight drive for Montana State that has resulted, I should say, in 6 points.
Yeah, you can see him and Jones there, probably talking to Coach Sturbeck on the tablet right in front of him. Yep, you can see it right there. What a day. My goodness, have yourself a day, young man.
Rushing TD number 6, by the way, this year for Lamson. All high fives and smiles on that Bobcats sideline. Now Miles Sandstead to tack on the PAT. 41-zip. Lamson enjoying his new home in Bozeman and loves making big plays. Big lead for Montana State.
Today's game.
One final look at our MMA Fan Zone. Again, want to thank all of you for sending in your submissions today. A lot of Bobcat fans definitely enjoying the score of this one here in the fourth quarter. And of course, you got to celebrate the Halloween. You got the skeleton in the background there. You got the pug. People still celebrating Halloween on November 1st. You have to.
Sure. It's one of the greatest nights of the year.
Domination here in Greeley, 41-0.
Yeah, the wheels have kind of fallen off. As solid and salty as I thought the UNC defense was in the first half, it's taking a turn for the worse in a hurry.
Because this is a Northern Colorado team. Beat a top 25 Idaho squad on the road. They went to South Dakota, I should say. Went down to overtime. They almost beat a top 25 Sac State program on the road. And they were able to claw their way back a little bit last week here in this building against UC Davis, but not the case today, down 41-0 to the number 4 team in the land. As Peter Costelli is back in at quarterback for Northern Colorado. On the keeper. And gets pushed out of bounds by Ryan Crea.
Yeah, that game here in a few weeks, we actually don't get to do it. The Bobcats go home next week versus Weber State, and then 2 weeks, massive showdown against UC Davis prior to the brawl.
Yeah, you want to talk about two huge, and that might be an understatement, to be honest with you, to wrap up the regular season for Montana State, those two showdowns. Costelli, back shoulder throw, flag flies, incomplete, intended for Carver Cheeks.
Yeah, they're going to get Takari Carr on the pass interference here.
Pass interference, defense, number 0. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
A lot of hands. You're going to see it right here. He's got both hands on him, never looks back. PI all day.
Montana State has done an excellent job shutting down that passing attack for Northern Colorado. Only 73 yards through the air today for the Bears. Costelli once again out of bounds. No gain there. And another word from the Whitefish Credit Union.
Montanans the best way to save. Whitefish Credit Union certificates are available now.
Peter Costelli suffering a broken collarbone at the very beginning of the season. A chance that he could play today, but good to see him back, which obviously led to Eric Gibson taking the reins of that offense. 2nd and 10. He'll go to the air. Incomplete.
Yeah, this all starts with the coverage. Good coverage right there by Boyd. You know, his initial look wasn't there, so then he went backside. Good tight coverage. Get him to 3rd and long. Very favorable down and distance for the Cat defense. And Ben, this is the point in the game where if you made the charter flight, if you're wearing white and gold, good opportunity to get some reps.
On 3rd down, Costelli. That one caught. And into Montana State territory at 1st down, going to Hank Gibbs.
That's a great catch by Gibbs because there was hands. In fact, Ryan Cray was actually really close to tipping the ball here. Luckily they didn't get PI, but seeing some new faces. He might have did.
He did.
Got a finger on the ball.
That spin from that football changed.
Yeah, it did.
Halfway to Gibbs there. As I like to say, you got to dig into the game notes and get to the full team roster here. Costelli looking to scoot and just slide down. Yeah, I'd imagine coming back from a broken collarbone, you're not going to take a risk of getting leveled by a defender. Loss of 5 there.
Well, see, and that's where I'd kind of like to see Lamson do some more of that every now and then, but he's such a competitive dude that he can't help himself, and you know what? More often than not, it turns into pretty good things. Hence, him scoring another touchdown using his legs.
Well, you know how much of a gamer and how competitive he is. He's not going to do that. He's going to try to get every single yard he can.
No, I hear you.
2nd and 15. Climbs the pocket. Ball on the turf. Bodies all over. Recovered by Northern Colorado.
Well, and here's the deal. The guy that makes this play initially is that one right there, Jake Vegan. Ben, Jake Vegan, right there. Okay, I see you.
Coach's son getting into the action here in the 4th. 3rd and a ways to go. On the screen, cuts upfield, past the 30, past the 25. Matthias Price.
Yeah, there's a lot of youngsters in the game right now. That was 3rd and forever. Screen alert all the way. I say it every week. Anytime, as a defensive lineman now, if they just let you go, something's up. Something's up. Put your feet in the ground, put your cleats in the ground, turn, retrace, go find the football.
As Jacob Willick will come on to try a 41-yarder and to give the Bears their first points. But offsides will give them a first down.
Yeah, that's a really bad ball right there. And I saw a couple of Cat coaches not thrilled. That's how, you might make the charter down. The question is, do you make the charter going back up? That's a foolish offsides by the defense.
Offside. Defense, number 3, 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
And that's Corey Boyd again. You know, you give him a little love for some good tight coverage, and he jacks it up, jumps off sides, and gives them a fresh set of downs inside their own 20.
Well, with that offsides, this will now be the first trip into the AVA red zone this afternoon for Northern Colorado.
It all comes from a defensive offside.
Carver Cheeks on the screen game, able to stay on his feet. And that's what he's good at, getting those yaks. 5-yard pickup.
He looks like he's a little dinged up too. Again, the secondary's got some good shots on these receiving core today. For a team that's been so productive through the air, compliments to this Cat secondary. They've done a great job.
Gibson on the play fake. Down at the 1. Carver Cheeks, I mean, he's taking a beating.
Yeah, he is, and it's a good job by the quarterback getting the ball out, because Zach Cruz he's tracking him down. Good throw and catch, and sure enough, they're knocking on the door.
Bears quickly to the line. And whistles before the snap. Zach Cruz, Matthias Price.
Some pushing and shoving, conversation.
Exchanging some pleasantries. I imagine this is probably going to get reviewed.
Ruling on the previous play is a catch. The previous play is under further review.
Yep, there you go.
What do you think? What's your first initial response here, Ben?
Well, even though he bobbled it, it did look like he might have maintained possession, but this might be a better look. Does the pigskin at all touch the turf? Right there, but I guess the question is...
It definitely touches.
Right, but is it more...
Is there more white glove, cotton material that's under it or not? It's going to be an interesting call. course, last week we had a clear incomplete, and it took like 5 minutes to make that call. This one's actually a really tough call, and I'll be curious to see how long they keep their face into the video screen there, the DV Sport.
Well, as of 5 minutes ago, because we haven't gotten an update on our stats monitor.
After review, as the receiver was trying to catch the ball hit the ground. Therefore, by rule, that was an incomplete pass. It will be 4th down at the previous spot.
Close but no cigar. This one really is close. I mean, I can see why they, I can see why they called it incomplete. It was close.
I was just about to say I was going to give an update on Carver Cheeks this afternoon, but unfortunately our stats monitor hasn't refreshed in about 5 or so minutes.
I thought I was under you, but
So now 4th down and 5. And still more conversation between our officials this afternoon.
They're talking about the replay, the catch, they're probably talking about, where are we going after?
Well, now it's 3rd down.
What are we thirsty for?
So now it's 3rd down. I think that's what the confusion was down on the field.
Correction, 3rd down.
Okay, there you go. I got a flight to catch, guys.
You're like, hey, where are we getting a fat tire after?
3rd down and 5. Gibson rolling, still looking for options. Goes to the end zone, incomplete.
No good.
Intended for Braden Monroe.
Really nice catch by Monroe here. He just got led a little too far to his right, but watch this catch. Just a little wide.
So now 4th down.
And they're going for it.
Down 41-0. Don't really have much of a choice here.
I mean, 3 or 7, whatever.
1 of 3 today. Underneath and picked off. And rumbling the other way. Talon Marsh down the sideline. Touchdown, Montana State, 80 yards, big man TD.
I got to see it, but I think it's Dom Solano that tips it. A defensive end tips it to the big fella, the big man out of Helena, Montana. And look at that sideline. Look at them. It looked like a bunch of hyenas standing around a carcass of a dead rhino right now. They're so happy for the big man. Holy heck, 280 pounds, rumbling, stumbling. Look at him. Look at the sideline. Yeah. You gotta love it.
Almost got caught from behind. I was gonna say, if he got caught at like the 3-yard line, that would have been heartbreak for that sideline.
And now the offense is trying to make sure everybody's out there.
It's a party on the sideline right now,
is.
including the stands in the Montana State section.
Well, there might be more Cat fans here than Bear fans, actually, Ben. There's a lot of fans dressed up as empty seats, and that Bobcat sideline has gone nuts. Nuts. There it is. The takeaway cowboy hat for the big man. He's got to be exhausted. Where's the oxygen? There's our sideline extraordinaire. Grady's down there.
Is an interception
get away
for a
from me.
touchdown. The previous play is under review.
don't do that. Don't do
Did he?
that.
Are they going to look to see if he stepped on the sideline?
I don't know.
That's what I've assumed.
What a tragedy if this gets taken from the big fella.
The ruling on the field has been upheld. The score is a touchdown. Then after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, players from the bench area coming onto the field. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
That's probably one of those, Ben, where
I think they'll take that penalty.
The big man, Coach Viggs, he might let that one slide. Might give him a pass on that one.
You saw a little smirk there from Brent Vegan.
Yeah, you know, you hate penalties, but that one just, you know, you get a 280, 85-pound defensive tackle running for a tutter. It's just one of those that you gotta let the boys have some fun.
I thought I saw everything. Big man rumble into the end zone for a touchdown. And a party in the end zone for Montana State.
Today's game is sponsored by the University of Montana.
Yeah, in the years you and I have done these games, Ty, I mean, we've seen a lot of wacky things in these games. But now we got a big man rumbling for an 80-yard pick six.
Incredible. I mean, that's fun. I mean, it just kind of shows you how the day has gone. 48 for one side and a big fat 0 for the other, and that was very much a dagger.
Wooten from the 9. Coming to the opposite side of the field, and the ball's on the turf again. Montana State gets it back. And you thought it was a party a second ago. Now it's going to be a hootenanny.
Well, watch the replay. This is number 24, Coulter Petrie, I believe. Yep, right there. He's coming in. He's coming in hot. He's bringing that CPR Cub punch. Punch it out right there. Good night. This thing went from bad to worse in a hurry. Did you see who recovered the ball,
I was
Ben?
trying to figure it out.
Good. What a shot, though, by Coulter Petrie, just coming in with that punch, that right hand.
Well, safe to say, I think it's probably going to be a very joyous trip back to Bozeman.
Yeah, you can hear it. You can probably hear it on television. That Bobcat faithful here.
Right through the line. A couple yards short of the 20. Back down to Grace Lawrence, who's in the middle of all that mayhem.
Yes, well, Ben, it's absolutely chaotic down here. I don't know if I've ever seen the bench this excited. Maybe after their semifinal win against South Dakota back at home last year, the Bobcat faithful traveled extremely well. And after those 2 takeaways, I mean, these players are getting on the bench and they're getting the crowd involved. And just selflessness. I mean, the team's absolutely there for one another. When Marsh had that touchdown, I mean, he comes over to the sideline. Coach Howe just embraces him, gives him the biggest hug, guys.
And Montana State once again knocking on the door, looking to increase this lead. Colson Kuhn moves the sticks. And yeah, I mean, Grace absolutely nailed it. You could see the cohesiveness week after week with this Montana State program. Not a lot of egos in Bozeman.
No, there, as you look at some of these coaching changes going on around the country, and a lot of times the head coach is the face of the program, and I believe the program is the program. The players are the face of this program. That's what's so special, and it's a compliment to Brent Vegan. And just what kind of a guy and a coach he is. He's a very humble man, and it's all about the players, Ben.
8-yard pickup there. Just moments ago. Takeaway, cowboy hat once again returns.
Yeah, it's been on display a few times today, and just kind of passing it around.
Out of the eye now, Patrick Duchesne in at QB after Justin Lampson's tremendous afternoon. 2nd and 2. He'll keep it himself and take it down at the 2.
Looks like he took a pretty nice shot at the end. A nice job by that UNC defense, because he kind of had the momentum going towards the blue paint there on the field turf. Great job by capping it off. I didn't catch the defender, but took a good shot.
Patrick Duchesne, Montana Player of the Year back in high school in 2022. Valson motions. Touchdown. As Montana State punches it in again. Jared White, for the 2nd straight week, finds the end zone.
Well, it all starts with takeaways, man, and turnovers, and fantastic job by the Cats. We're going to see this on the replay. We're not going to see it. He's in the pistol. Jared White's kind of got that Ashton Genty vertical stance. It's kind of funny to see.
Earlier this week, Brent Vegan saying that Jared White knew the depth chart wasn't going to be that different with Adam Jones and Julius Davis back. As the extra point is good. Proven to be a versatile back, especially making catches out of the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting. Look at that stance right there. That's what I'm talking about. It's just straight verticals that Michael Myers. Halloween. There you go. But that guy's starting at a lot of programs, man. I really believe
he
that.
would.
He's a good football player. There's just a heck of a stable of tailbacks, and has been now for multiple years.
Well, even going back 3 years ago when you and I first started doing these games in 2022 with the injuries Montana State had in the running back room, Jared White was a hugely featured back in that running back room.
Yep, I mean, you got two of the best in the Big Sky with Julius Davis and Adam Jones. Colson Kuhn's a dang fine player, and I'll say this though: when Jared White gets his turns, man, I mean, we call his name a lot. When he does get those turns, it's a compliment to him sticking around. I know he kind of dipped his toe in the transfer portal, but that guy's done a heck of a job. I think I said on last week's broadcast, anyone who doesn't think this is the greatest era of Montana State football is crazy. Now they just got to somehow, some way make it to the top of the mountain and get a #1 ring.
Well, the offense, again, just clicking. They have now scored touchdowns on 5 straight offensive possessions. And plus, you also got that pick 6 from Talon Marsh.
Yes, we did. The big man.
Update from scores from around the conference. A good one right now down in Davis. Idaho State 21-20. Down in Ogden, our Grizz crew right now calling a 31-10 lead for Montana over Weber State. Sacramento State looking to bounce back right now with a 21-10 lead on the Red Inferno, and no score so far down in San Luis Obispo as Cal Poly looks to bounce back against Portland State. Matthias Price has definitely been the featured back today for Northern Colorado.
Yeah, that Davis score kind of surprises me a little bit, Ben. Not that Idaho State, Idaho State can beat you. Coach Hawkins doing a good job just at Davis with them playing for so much here in this final stretch.
Costelli to the air. That one almost intercepted again. And once again, Coulter Petrie almost making another big play on defense.
Yeah, he finds a way to snag this one, man. He's not paying for too many cold ones in the near future. It's a little high. Another Helena High football player. The Helena boys, man, they're having a day.
On the rollout, Gibbs picks up a first down. Yeah, and that meeting 2 weeks from tonight, going back to Davis and Bozeman. Huge, absolutely huge. Obviously, depending on what happens. The rest of that one down at Aggie Stadium, and obviously next week as well.
Well, no question. It's just so weird to say, man. I mean, Weber State, that was always kind of a red letter game, right? I mean, that was a big game always, and boy, things have really fallen off since Coach Jay Hill has left for BYU, which we talked about earlier. BYU is one of the best in the country, but it's just crazy to say Weber, seeing that score. And Montana's very good, don't get me wrong, but Weber's struggling, man.
Yeah, hard to believe it was just 3 years ago. I mean, we called a game between Montana State and Weber State as we'll get a flag here. At that time, Montana State was number 3 in the country. Weber was number 5 in the country in that crazy showdown in Bozeman.
Pass interference, defense, number 0. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, Coach Green, I talked about him earlier, just the mentality that he's brought to that corner room. That being said, that one's for you, Flint. That being said, that's his second PI of the game. He's got to learn to eventually let the receiver go and not be so handsy. Good shot of Coach Jody Owens right there, one of the greats in the linebacker core for Montana State.
Under 5 to play here in the 4th. Domination today for number 4 Montana State. Costelli on the keeper. Nowhere to go.
Big Seth Brock. Look at Big Seth Brock. We haven't called his name a ton as he's down the depth chart, gets all his turns on special teams. He himself had a touchdown against South Dakota State.
Another check-in with this week's Williams Plumbing and Heating poll. At the midpoint of the conference season, who has been the Big Sky offensive MVP? Michael Wortham, obviously. What a get for Bobby Houck in Missoula, the transfer out of Eastern Washington. Justin Lamson not too far behind, and I mean, honestly, with his performance today, definitely making a strong case to be in that conversation. Monroe on a nice dime right there from Costelli.
Great throw, great catch. To your point on Lamson, though, what a day. Where we kind of thought he was a little off target last week, and probably, statistically his worst performance. He came back guns a-blazing. Fantastic get for this Cat, and not just the Cat offense, this Cat team. The way he plays the game, his leadership skills and style. What a get for him, losing one of the best in Tommy Blott.
Over the middle. Brody Judd, sophomore out of Westminster, Colorado, 15-yard catch. Yeah, and that leadership you mentioned, especially with Justin Lamson not able to be a participant in spring ball, had to join the program late, form that bond with his teammates very quickly upon his arrival in Bozeman. Trying to turn the corner. And pushed out of bounds. Kearius Boone on a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, it's, you know, again, a lot of new faces in there. You don't have a defense if you don't have an edge. And it looked like the youngster Logan Fredrickson there lost the leverage, and that's what Coach Vigen talks about, whether it's tackling or just, you know, just defensive football in general. It's all about leverage.
Northern Colorado still looking for their first points of the game, trying to get that late in this one. Boone again on the pitch. And a strong run once again.
Good, it was a good strong run. Trying to see if they can get out of this glorious Saturday here in the 52-80 by putting some points on the board.
Okay.
And you see right there, still holds for Montana State. We highlighted it way back in the pregame show. Only 51 total points allowed over this last 6 games. As that still holds true, at least as of right now. And a first down for UNC.
Yeah, whether they get points or not here, Ben, again, it's just, you know, we'll have a new statistic next week in terms of FCS opponents. In the last 6 games, these guys have been lights out.
2-minute timeout in Greeley as we wind down this one. Well, Ty, there's no question who our Whitefish Credit Union player of the game is. Justin Lamson, a career day here in Greeley.
Yeah, man, it was a tough call. I mean, obviously Taco deserves his props, but this guy's special, man. I hope the Bobcat faithful realizes what they've got for plays just like that. I mean, what a fantastic play. This kid's good. I think I said he was a gift from the heavens last week, but look at that, 16 to 22, 331. He's perfect. I mean, that's as close to perfection as you can get.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. Northern Colorado still looking to put up their first points of the afternoon, as Boone will be swallowed up. And we knew, going back to his days at Stanford, that Justin Lamson can tuck it and run. I mean, he led the Cardinal last year in rushing TDs under former head coach Troy Taylor, but a lot of people didn't really realize he can sling the rock as well. He even said, look, if anybody looks at my tape the last 2 years, they think I'm just a run-first guy as Boone scoots into the end zone on a 5-yard touchdown run to give the Bears their first points of the day.
I mean, I'm happy for the kid that he scored, but that little hip shake at the end, man. You are losing by 49 points at home, but nice job not giving up. Nice job getting in the end zone. Show a little swag, little drip at the end, I guess. You know, I mean, it just shows you how good Montana State is, because UNC's been in a lot of games. You know, you take a look at the record, it is what it is, but they've been competitive. And this has been a beat-down Saturday here in lovely Greeley, Colorado.
And now 55-7 game. And that's the big thing for Northern Colorado with Ed Lamb, just that continued growth. Because like you said, they've been in a lot of games this year against top 25 opponents. This definitely being the exception today against number 4 Montana State. But I mean, it's tough because you go back to the days before Ed Lamb got hired, there really wasn't a lot of excitement here in Greeley, but competing, getting a huge win on the road in Moscow against Idaho. I mean, there are some decent pieces here in Greeley as you look at the upcoming schedule for Ed Lamb's squad.
Yeah, and it's going to be, it's not getting easier. Obviously, the Portland State game at the end looks like it should be a win, maybe. Northern should come back swinging next week, and then, you know, Eastern's playing better. I know they're losing right now, but, you know, going back to what you were saying, man, I mean, this once was a proud football program, man. They were very, very good in Division II. Obviously, Joe Glenn, who was a great coach, great man, you know, he parlayed all his success to get the Montana job, and that eventually led to the Wyoming job. But, you know, since coming into the Big Sky, they just haven't, you know, they got to do all the right things playing in FCS football, man. Their all-time record in the Big Sky is 30-120, Ben, which is about to be 30-121, you know. But I mean, we're showing renderings of another new facility deal in Bozeman, and you know, you look around. I've been coming down here a long time now, and they just haven't. You know, they got to do things to be competitive, man.
Well, time will tell, because after that Idaho win in the Kibbe Dome, Ed Lamb said he hopes that would be a program-turning win for this Northern Colorado squad. But again, definitely a rough afternoon here at Nottingham Field, down 55-7.
Well, it just snowballed them too. I mean, again, offensively they couldn't, you know, they couldn't do much in the first half, but defensively they played well, and then it's pretty much been all bad in the second half.
A couple of run plays by Montana State. Should just about do it, but I think we're going to get a timeout here. And we will by Northern Colorado.
Northern Colorado, they're second.
And we've already talked about it. The upcoming schedule for the Bobcats next week. We're finally going to be back in Bozeman. Feels like forever since we've been back in Bozeman calling a game. They'll take on Weber State, and then that huge one against number 6 UC Davis. We'll see if they're still ranked number 6 again in the dogfight right now with Idaho State, and then out to Wa Grizz for the Brawl of the Wild.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot riding on that one. Again, there's still 2 more weeks before it, but yeah, that could have a lot riding on that game.
I mean, very good chance it's going to be a repeat of what we saw 2 years ago, the last time that game was in Missoula, that decided the outright Big Sky title.
Well, and you know, you and I talk, and we've been doing it now 4 years together, but man, the road team has fared very poorly in the brawl in the last 4, 5, 6 years, and it's it'll be interesting to see if that trend, even if you just love to see a competitive game, and they just haven't been competitive for quite some time. They haven't. I mean, 2018, you know, the miracle, if you will, the miracle of Missoula, that's probably the last competitive brawl that there's been.
I mean, that's just hard to believe with how lopsided that game has been since that time. With all the hype coming into it every single year. Jared White spins past a tackle. Gain of 5, first down. But with that game looming, like you said, still got 2 more weeks to play before we all head to Missoula.
Yeah, and I'm bummed we don't get to do the UC Davis game. We've been talking about it ever since the ESPN picked their games, because we knew that one would be a pretty important and pivotal game in the schedule.
Especially with how wacky that game was last year in Davis that we got to call. Kneel down by Duchesne.
Yeah, I think they're going to need to do that one more time. Shake hands, walk the half mile back to the locker room, and get out of town.
And this is now updated. Montana State will cruise to a 55-7 win. Montana in control right now down in Ogden. But UC Davis, a lot to play for still against Idaho State. But here in Greeley, it is the 4th-ranked Bobcats, remaining undefeated in Big Sky play. A quest for back-to-back Big Sky titles continues with a runaway 55-7 win over Northern Colorado. Probably the most exciting play of the afternoon goes to that guy right there.
Well, I mean, there are a couple big passes to King. Taco obviously had an amazing day. Lamson was nails, but that play right there, 280-plus pound dude rumbling and stumbling for a touchdown. He'll never forget that one, man. He'll be telling his grandkids about that one, Ben.
Down to Grace Lawrence with Justin Lamson.
Justin, the bench was going crazy in that second half. The Bobcat faithful were going crazy. What are your emotions like after a game like this?
Yeah, we were talking about just bringing our own juice to this game, you know what I mean? And I mean, when I ran out, I saw all the Bobcat fans. That kind of got us hyped right away. And then just, you know, cheering for our teammates is something we've been preaching all week. And, you know, in an atmosphere like this, kind of have to do that sometimes. So I think we showed up.
A career day for you, a career day for some of your receivers. What was clicking on offense?
We were just kind of stressing big plays. I mean, I think we played ball control football last week, right, with the run game. And, you know, we were trying to stress big plays all year and more this week. So I think everybody did a good job from the O-line to the receivers and running backs. And Coach Sturbick, got to give him credit for the plays he was calling too.
You're starting out November pretty great. What kind of momentum do you want this win to take into the rest of the month?
Yeah, probably the biggest month of the regular season. Just trying to get better each week. I think that's the most important thing.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like you say every single year, Ty. The games they remember are played in November. As once again, Montana State wins at 55-7, as that will do it here from Greeley. For those watching in the Montana markets, stick around for the end of Montana at Weber State, or you can switch over to the Spot MTN. We'll be back on the Spot after the Grizzlies and Wildcats wrap things up for full post-game coverage. For everyone else, we'll send you to regular programming. For all of us here at Scripps Sports, want to thank all of you for watching once again, as once again the final score, number 4, Montana State 55, Northern Colorado 7. For Ty Grigorek, Grace Lawrence, and the rest of our always terrific Scripps Sports crew, I'm Ben Creighton saying so long from Greeley, Colorado. You've been watching Big Sky Football on Scripps Sports. So long, everyone.